The day is here, everybody. So, please be prepared to see a detective solving crimes in ways that you could never do yourself and are inexplicable to your puny brains. Hey Joe, hey Slarable, hey Strahd, hey Varium, hey Beard, Stabby, 3D Carrot. Yeah. Prepare to have your puny brains blown. And not in the disgusting way. In a metaphorical sense. Yeah. It is Scimitar. Because I'm a real detective. So I developed this magic shirt as well. I'm also a magic shirt creator now, Scimitar. Hi, Scimitar. How's Gothic? I can't watch that because I need to play that. But the Gothic... I'll watch Gothic 2. Are you going to play Gothic 2? Yep, we got a new clown gift shipment. Clowns and detectives. What goes together better than clowns and detectives? These clowns are scary? I don't think that's true. I think I'm a detective. That's what I think. And we're going to be solving crimes and Sherlock Holmes crimes and punishments. And if it gets too much for you, just close your eyes, take 10 deep breaths, and we'll work through it together. But I can't stop the detective train. Okay. Thank you for coming to the stream. Hey, Heat Legend. You may be a Watson, but at least you're not an egomaniacal, amoral crime solver. You'd rather be a Watson than anything else? You know, some people are just born Watsons, and some people are born Sherlocks. And some people are born Sherloses. Let's make a clown detective game? That's possible, Stabby. Anything's possible. Oh, you're not going on to Gothic 2. Oh, okay. Are there any clown games? Well, wasn't there, I think we've played a clown game, Syllogism. Hey, Bioballs, what's the circus? That's just a bunch of clowns. It's just a little background I made for Twitch. That's all. Well, I spent a little time. And said, what would be a really cool background that's really unique and clever? I thought clowns, balloons, you know. Clowns, balloons. I feel like we've played a clown game. I know there's a clown in Broken Sword 1. Hey Joy, hey Cold Ham. You're an Inspector Lestrade, Joe? Well, that's only one step above a Watson. There's Dropsy, yeah, Dropsy's cool. Thimbleweed Park has a clown. Oh man, I need to play Thimbleweed. I played the beginning and then I stopped. There was something about it that like, I got bored with. It was weird. I gotta go back to that. I just have no attention span. Okay. So, we're on case 5 of 6, I think, in this game. And, maybe we could beat it today. I'm not sure how long these cases are. Wait, what's that sad clown, Cold Ham? Oh, it's Kilgore. Kilgore has a sad clown emote? That's cool. Sad clown emote. Is that even, okay. That's cool. Thimbleweed Park was cool. I don't know. What about it? I don't know. Lots of games make me bored. Even games that aren't boring. It's because my mind is just, ugh. To have a mind this advanced is just torture, guys. Revel, chat, trash chat. Revel in your lack of intelligence, chat. Because let me tell you, it's torture. Clown House is a first-person horror game in which the player finds himself inside an old manor along with 3 clowns. One of the clowns is an innocent bystander, the other 2 are killers. Whoa, that sounds cool, 3D Carrot. Can we look that up? Yeah, so we're in this Kew Gardens drama, but first we have to look up this clown game. Clown House game. Oh, that looks scary. That looks like...
Alright, guys.
No. If you kill an innocent clown, you lose the game. Don't disturb our loneliness. Oh, okay. It's like a Unity game or something that someone threw together, and it's not actually that cool. Okay. Yeah, it's like baby's first Unity game. Not. That's kind of rude. It's like someone's early game that they were just having fun with. It could be good, but it kind of looked like it's more of an amateurish game. That's not a negative statement. Oh God. Yeah, you're welcome, Joy. Is there an overarching plot behind these cases? Beard, I think the last case, because you hear little as you play this game, you hear little news reports about these merry men who are like this terrorist group or something, and I'm guessing it all comes together at the end. But, however, each of the cases I think are separate. When you come... Yeah, no, so all the cases are separate now. Do I sometimes wish I was a clown and not a detective? Not often. Well, sometimes, well, yeah, when I feel overwhelmed with, you know, nothing is interesting, you know,
Locked.
You're the smartest person in the room all the time. Sometimes you just want a break. But I don't know that I'd want to be a clown for that break. There's a clown game called Ronald McDonald's Hamburger Death Trap. I wish. Is there, though? For real? There could be. Okay, so we're in this gardens, and there was a bunch of plants stolen. However, it looks like there's also murders that happened here, and we have to solve them.
Locked.
We also have to solve who stole the plants. So what we had to do is we have to continue exploring these gardens and get clues. Oh yeah, I guess that's a better description than I did, which basically called the developer an idiot, which I didn't mean. It's a YouTuber screaming over top of the game. Yeah, that's what it is.
Water
dry tropics, house, nursery, seed house, ventilation system, dry tropics, nursery. Watson, maybe you should go in the nursery because you're as dumb as a baby. Got him. Go in the nursery, Watson. That's where you belong. Hey, Ryunu. He climbs and he punishments? Yeah, maybe. Oh, there's someone over there. Someone over there to interrogate. Hey, there's someone over there to interrogate. When you're a Watson, you're never lonely.
Nursery.
You always have your imaginary friends. Your pet rocks. Jim Sterling made a video about the clown game.
Locked.
I like to imagine that the developer of the clown game is watching and I made this person cry. With my poorly chosen words. We could have been friends. You don't like the quiet, tired voice, Watson? Well, he's still a big idiot, Beard. Look, back up, Watson. Back your ass up. Girl, you look good. Why don't you back that ass up? Don't challenge me. I'm the great Sherlock Holmes. The great consulting detective Sherlock Holmes. Here, Watson, let's play the bull game. I'm the bull and you're the matador. Ready? Toro! 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 Alright, you're not... Oh, you turned the wrong way. Toro. Oh, I got you. Looks like the bull won this round. Martin Hamish. It's a guy from a previous game. No. So Dunn is the guy who died.
Albert told us about the tragic death of Mr. Dunn, the late director of Kew Gardens.
Tragic indeed. His heart attack was quite unexpected.
Ryunero asks, do I prefer testaments of style of one case or crime and punishments with multiple cases? Well, the thing that this company, when they do one case, there tends to be a lot of filler. Like even in the last game, there was a lot of filler, even though it was good. In this game, there's no filler, so I guess based on the games I've played, I prefer this one. But that doesn't mean you can't do one long case and not put in a bunch of filler. Gun out, Watson is great. What'd he say?
Would you unlock the doors for us?
Do you expect to find the stolen plants there? I am sorry, but those rooms are private.
Oh, really? You're not letting me have access, huh? That's curious. Sorry, clown game developer. Yeah. Sorry. Myopic, inexpensive glasses. Oh, he's a little poor guy. He got myopic glasses. Nice myopic glasses. Okay, food on his shirt. Means he can't keep food in his mouth very easily. Maybe he has a hole in his cheek. Watson. Watson, go to the poison ivy section and wipe your balls and ass with it. It's for the case. Unmarried. Oh, what a loser. Hey, I noticed that you're a unmarried loser with dirt on his clothes. Hello, I'm Sherlock Holmes. I'm going to solve your stolen plants case. By the way, I noticed you're a loser, unmarried and stuff. Just kidding, guys. Gardener's hands. Hey, I noticed you have gardener's hands. What are you, some kind of gardener? Got him.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
I mean, this game has some puzzles. I wouldn't mind there being more puzzles, but it's at least like a well-done game from a story-wise. They tell the story well. It's fun to play. Hey, Takanjia, I'm not sure.
Locked.
I don't know how long these cases are. Plus, I keep vamping and actually not playing the game and doing other things like playing Bull and Matador with Watson, Takanjia. So it might be. Hey, Frump. Hey, Maritime.
Locked.
Watson, you'll notice this disgusting loser unmarried man with gardener's hands has a fetish for being barfed on. Isn't he a loser? I suppose so. Yeah, Watson talks like this in this game. Ah, I'm Watson. Hey, get off my lawn. I noticed you have the residue of the grave. Or gravy, maybe, Stabby. How much does it cost for me to solve a real case? You lost your Doritos and they need me to find your Doritos? Well, I would do that pro bono. Okay, because lost Doritos, I know how hard that can be. I lost my Doritos once. And I still haven't recovered. The only clue was a pile of cheese dust in the corner. And I still haven't found them. They've been missing this whole life, years.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
I think you can, suspect. What's this ladder you've got? Boom, kick the ladder. Yeah, that's right. Bad cop, good cop. Watson, shoot him. They had more mini games and QTs than the next one. That's good. Oh, like they were arm wrestling? Bat tree fitty. What? You both have facial hair and disgust me. So have so much in common. Let's check this guy out first. I want to look in your eyes. You have red eyes, like a doll's eyes, wept, and he's consumed. Oh, he's crying. Oh, what a loser. Hey, what a loser. You were crying? Be a man. Smack. What's the matter with you? You got a shaving cut. You don't even know how to shave. Smack. Smack him again. Shoot him, Watson. Shoot him in the leg. You were disappointed with Devil's Daughter. Oh, no, Ryu. No. I mean, I've played all the bad Sherlocks, so I think I can handle whatever they throw at us with that, but that's disappointing if it's not as good as this one. No, that's more of the previous... That's more of, 4, 5, and 6 Lost Edge. Do you work here?
Do you work here?
Yes, but part-time only. For I'm also studying botany at the University of London.
Hey, Juddy.
You're following in your father's footsteps, then. That is commendable.
Well, even if botany is not my strongest suit, there are people who say that I could be a good manager.
Oh, yeah, who?
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Who would say that? You're a big crybaby. Boom, kick in the butt. Boom, 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 boom. But you think it's babies? You think we should get rid of all the babies? How dare you, John D. I have a baby. Did you not know that I have a baby? You didn't know it when you said that, did you? And you have offended me, good sir. Fun to watch. Okay, fine. Palm House.
Palm House.
Palm House. Speaking of Palm House, eat this palm, Watson. Boom. I have a good imagination when it comes to hurting Watson. I don't know if it was her, Takanji. It could have been. Is this the last Sherlock? No. There's still one more Delant. And then we might play some Dracula games. After this game, I don't think we'll go right into the last Sherlock, though. I think we'll play some weird stuff. Maybe not Capri 2, though. Play something weird and in the mood to play some more weird stuff again. Sherlock Holmes guilty until proven innocent. Well, that's basically what these games are, too. Sherlock regularly lets people off the hook. There's nothing in the Palm House? Hey, Infinity Issue. Yeah, this is Tom's baby streaming with Face Rig. There's nothing in here, no clues. Do I have to go into Sherlock mode? Madras, bad kisser. Ew. I want to move it, Watson. I will beat your ass. Bull, here comes the bull. Time to move. Boom. I said move. Oh, you're gonna stand up to me? You're gonna stand up to me after all these years? You don't have the guts, Watson. You're not that kind of guy, Watson. Don't push your luck. Don't push your luck. He's calling my bluff. I love you, Watson. I could never even push you out of the way. Well, I guess we're not going this way. He called my bluff. We love Watson. Dracula. Yeah, I want to play the Dracula games. I thought they were all by Frogwares. It turns out there's only one of them by Frogwares. But that's okay. They look weird. That's a series we'll go into after we finish Sherlock Holmes. You don't want to start too many series at once.
According to this, they have light and moisture control.
Good for them. Watson's pretending to be a wall. I want to be ignored and just... Please.
Water lily greenhouse.
Hey, Nicholas.
According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
Yeah, Frogware's next game is like a Cthulhu game. Sounds interesting, at least. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Plants, 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 stolen plants. Warning!
Do not touch.
Well, do not touch what? There's nothing there anymore. Balloons. Hey, look at these sad balloons. Party! Get the 3 balloons out. Get the other 3 over there.
Do not touch.
What do I think about Red Alert 2? I think it's great. I think it's really, really fun. It's really cool. I'm gonna try to beat it, Nicholas. And then I guess I'll also try to beat Yuri's Revenge. But I might go back to it, like, sporadically. Like, I might start something else at night. And then switch between that and Red Alert 2. I'm not sure yet. Because I suck at RTS games. Which one did you finish, Lost Edge? Okay, what do we do? Oh, we gotta do an autopsy on Montague Dunn. Do we do that at Scotland Yard? Scotland Yard? Yes, Rio Naru, hold on. You have played Capri 2 and a Capri the Dream? Oh my god, we've found someone else who has played Capri besides me.
I asked Inspector Lestrade to take Montague Dunn's body to Scotland Yard.
It's ready for autopsy then.
No kidding. Yeah, they're making a Lovecraft game. Wow, there's another person that's played Capri. Well, did you know there's a game before that called Capri? A Weekend in Capri? Because I streamed it, and it was one of the top streams on Twitch. Wait, I thought where's the morgue? And so we've already played that, so we have to play the sequel. Did you know there's a third game? Oh, balloons were expensive. Were they really? That's what it's down when you blow up a balloon. Rio Naru, you've come to the right place if you're into Capri games. Because I've streamed an entirety of one. And we love spaghetti. Capri Anonymous. No, hey Wobble.
First of all,
we got a celebrity
let us carry
here.
out an external examination.
Yes, there's a Cop 3, and they tried to Kickstarter it, and it failed. But they still made it. Because Guy Savarese don't care. That's the creator of Capri, Guy Savarese, and his son. Like Geraldo or something. Hey man, you really have Capri on your wish list? Look. A Capri, and a Capri the Dream. It's all real photos with spaghetti and lasagna and ravioli, meatball. More than 8,000 beautiful images. At least they don't try to say it has beautiful graphics on the back of this box. You guys better stop talking about Capri or else that's going to be the next game.
There is an injury to the skull, most probably caused by the fall in the water lily greenhouse.
Dracula the Resurrection. Okay. Alright, so he had a fall in the water lily house.
There is an injury to the
He's got a skull injury. We gotta pay attention to these clues.
The vessels and the pupil of the eye appear quite normal.
His eyes are fine. He's got a hit on the noggin. A little hit on the noggin.
The air from the lungs carries a faint floral aroma.
You're jealous, huh, Dementia? His breath smells like flowers. He's been eating plants? Maybe somebody locked him in and he had to eat plants.
There are no suspicious marks upon the chest. Let us finish our external examination so that we can proceed with the autopsy.
Okay, so no chest marks. He's got a wound on the head and flower breath. I am wearing capri pants. Kanji, don't worry.
Nothing suspicious here.
Nothing suspicious on his hands. What about this hand? Nothing suspicious here.
No redness,
Other than a
stings, or
strangely
bruises.
gigantic thumb.
Now, let us examine the internal organs.
Here we go. This is the good stuff. Let's cut into this guy. Play Capri 2 next. Well, I'm not sure about that, because I do know the pain that the last game inflicted on me. I'm a tourist in real life, that's why Capri 1 was so easy for me. Let's take these out. Hey, I'm just gonna pick these up. Uh-oh. Damaged area in his lungs.
The tissue on the inferior lobe of the right lung is damaged, most probably caused by toxins from an unknown plant.
The tissue. The tissue.
The tissue on the the tissue.
Yeah, he probably ate the plants.
The tissue.
Wait, what if he ate all the plants?
The tissue on
Yay, organs.
the tissue on the
So he got toxins in the tissue. He got toxins in the tissue. Let's take out his heart. Hey, this is cool. Let's juggle this around. Watson, juggle the organs.
The heart tissue shows no visible pathological signs.
Nothing wrong with this guy's heart. He's got a great heart. Watson, take a bite of this.
The heart.
By the way. Watson, eat this, by the way. Here's a liver. Flip, flop, flap. Flapping that around. Okay.
The liver tissue is brown.
Ew.
There are no visible pathological signs.
He was smoking weed. Tissue.
The liver.
Tissue. It's pronounced tissue. You stupid English man. You're from a different country than me. I hate you, burp.
The stomach tissues show no visible pathological signs.
Alright, so the only thing wrong is with his lungs and his forehead. Let's check out his stomach. Anything good in there? Oh, I already looked at that. What about the... Oh, okay. That's still the stomach. Watson, play his heart like a damn ocarina. You do it. Are we done? Stomach, liver, lungs, heart. Wind, water, Captain Planet. Okay, I guess... Oh. No. I wasn't done. Oh, there's something else I have to examine.
The lungs are congested and edematous.
Why do you make up that word, edematous? That's not a real word. Did we finish looking at the heart?
The heart's blood vessels show no pathological signs.
No, you have to keep looking at all the aspects of the heart. Until it puts it down on its own.
The heart. 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 The heart tissue.
What?
The heart tissue.
Holy shit.
The heart tissue. The heart tissue. The heart tissue. The heart tissue. The heart tissue.
The heart tissue. The heart tissue.
The heart's
Blood vessels. The heart's tissue. The heart blood vessels. Well, that's enough. I'm definitely blessed heart. Yeah, why wouldn't Watson do this part? The heart. Hey, eyeballs.
The liver tissue is brown. There are no visible
The
pathological
heart tissue.
signs.
There are no pathological sound. The liver tissue is brown. Notice how it's... Oh, it's
The
enlarged.
liver is enlarged. It would seem that he was suffering from an alcohol addiction.
Ah. Must have been...
The liver tissue is...
Must have been a weirdo like you, Watson. Are we almost done? Do I have to look at more on the stomach?
The stomach tissue. The stomach tissues. The stomach tissues.
Wait, he said it normally.
The stomach tissues.
He says tissues normally. He didn't say tissues.
There is a small amount of content. It appears that he breakfasted lightly, only a short while before his death.
It appears he ate a giant dog turd before he died. What do you make of this, Watson? The heart tissue.
The suspicions have been substantiated. Montague Dunn, the director of Kew Gardens, died from poisoning. Plant poisoning, to be more exact.
You mean
Yes.
Marijuanas.
it is murder.
Oh.
we should inform Lestrade?
Yes, but do remember, Watson, that I discovered the murder. The challenge is mine.
The challenge, Holmes?
We need to locate that deadly plant. Such a perfect murder appeals to me.
Murder of any kind appeals to you.
Love
Is that
murder.
all we need to do?
No, We also have the people working at Kew Gardens, Martin Hamish, and the son of the victim,
Murder's great.
Albert Dunn.
And also Miss White, of whom we spoke with Mr. Hamish. Should we bring them all here for interrogation?
No. A few innocuous questions at Kew will suffice, as well as a discreet delve into their personal affairs.
Murder
Yes,
appeals to
Watson.
me.
It is time now to open the doors.
By that, zip down your
Even
fly.
those in the staff building. I suppose that is necessary.
Zip down your fly is what I meant by
We
that.
should also be concerned with the victim himself. After all, we don't know very much about Montague Dunn.
You're enjoying this already, aren't you?
More than a little.
Wow, Sherlock looks a little messed up in this case. It's time to open the doors. Here we go. Zip. The heart tissue. Ha, we exposed him. Dementia. We exposed the voice actor. Not a real Englishman. He said tissue and tissue. Watson, you may find this plant in your tea later.
Locked.
Prepare yourself for death.
Locked.
Watson, I need to swap out your organs. I need to see what your organs like to compare them to this dead guy's. Okay, here's Dunn's belongings. Why do we have Dunn's belongings? Did we bring him in for questioning? I thought he just said we didn't. But I wasn't paying that close attention. Detectives don't need to pay attention. That's the thing. That's the myth.
A membership card for the London Crest Club.
The myth about detectives is that they pay attention, you know, they write everything down, they keep track of all the evidence. That's a bunch of bull.
A beautiful feather pen of a good make.
Hey, Pixel Pirate, it's time to open the doors, Watson. All right, Holmes. Bends over. Hey, Pixel Pirate, how are you?
A beautiful feather pen. A beautiful feather pen.
A letter. What's in this letter? To Mr. F. Wayne, director of Wayne & Sons Printing Company. My friend, your posters for the great exhibition at Kew Gardens are very beautiful, but it is surely unnecessary to mention all of the staff. My name alone will be sufficient. Montague Dooney. So Montague Dooney is a real ass to his employees. Noted. They don't know how to pronounce words that end in A? Like what?
This watch is of great value.
Hey, Trop Dog. Yeah, detective work is, well, it's 90% bravado, 10% just, you know, whatever. That's basically it. 10% whatever, 90% bravado, whatever.
This watch.
I don't care who's the murderer.
This watch is of.
Look, I found a bloody knife. Alright, you're the murderer. You're the murderer. Okay, I just pick random people on the street.
This watch.
Alright, so
This watch.
Dunn has a very valuable watch. She's got a club card to London Crest Club. Okay. He's got a fancy pen.
A beautiful feather pen.
That doesn't look like a feather to me, but okay, get out of here. Yeah, Ryu, I do think so, because in, at the beginning of this case, or the last case, Sherlock, like, took hemlock, so I'm assuming if he's taking hemlock and trying to kill himself, I'm assuming he also, you know, does the drugs that don't immediately kill you for fun. Do we have any evidence we need to analyze this? We need to search our archives for symbols, so let's go back to Backer Street. Hey, Aiden. Oh, pizza is pizza, right. Pizza, yeah, pizza. Yeah, Sherlock is always getting coked up, opiumed up. He's here to have fun. He's not here to be a square, right? He's not like Batman, a big square, okay? What type of letters do we have here? Dear Mr. Holmes, I have finally found the courage to write you a letter. I can scarcely find the words to express my gratitude for your kindness. On that terrible day, I believed my life to be ruined, but at the same time I realized there to be only one person in the world who truly loved me and who I loved in return. His name we both know. He is Captain Jack Crocker. His love has given me true reason to live. Even if we cannot be together in the end, none of this could have happened without you, Mr. Holmes, and yours sincerely, Mary Brackenstall. That's the lady from the last case. We helped her. Let's search first these records. They do the A. So pizza. What's another word that ends with A? How about, I cannot think of one. Alright, so we're searching for these plants. That would be in poisons and toxins, wounds and injuries, criminalistics, martial arts. Hiya. What would that be in? What would the plants be in? Digitalis?
That is not the one I need. That is not. That is not.
Hemlock seeds.
That is.
Ah, man. Plant the watch on Watson. Yeah, worst comes to worst, we just blame Watson. Steve did it. I've done that. You know the Steve case, Infinity? Okay, newspapers? Looking for plants in the newspapers? Encyclopedias, that's what we need. Pizza. Mommer? I want some pizza. Well, I have Costco pizzas. I got 4-pack. A 4-pack for $10. And they're good pizzas, too. Watson, made you a hemlock pizza. Holmes, you're poisoned with hemlock. You are too, Watson. Remember that pizza? Botany.
That is...
I could read all these and click on the right one, or just click them all in order. These plants have a certain toxicity. Oh, like my favorite song, in common, more or less variable. Diarrhea carnivorous, Carlina inebriae, a bunch of other plant names. Only the first 3 can be dangerous to humans, particularly Florum diabolica, but only under very specific conditions. Okay, so the dangerous plants here are Diarrhea carnivorous, Carlina inebriae, and Florum diabolica, but only under very specific conditions. The plant should react to a process of aggression against which it will issue deadly spores. So you gotta like punch the plant for it to release those spores. You have a healthy meal plan? Yeah, eat the healthy meal. Don't eat the pizza, okay? It feels bad to eat the pizza. Okay, believe me. What are we searching now for? Symbol on a broken pot. The glyph means divine. Oh, okay. Would that be in research languages? Marks and symbols. Here we go. The rod of Asclepius.
That is not the one I need.
Pizza can be healthy, just don't put pepperoni, crust cheese, or sauce. Wait, that's all of it. Just eat air pizza? Hey, Aruka.
That is...
Skull and crossbones.
That is not...
Religious symbols.
That is...
Oh. The Divine Scholastic Syndicate for Vegetation Veneration. The members of this syndicate worship Triwan, the God King. They strive to obtain spiritual peace and release themselves from the material world, so generous donations are appreciated. Oh, there's like a vegan death cult?
Here it is.
Right.
The Divine Syndicate is not a supplier to Kew Gardens. Besides, there is no address here.
Okay, vegan death cult happening. Vegan death cult action. And now we want to find the symbol of the flower pots found at Kew Gardens. We found all this stuff. There we go. Seymour's Garden, garden equipment and supplies. We are a premium supplier for all your landscape gardening and timber requirements, full range supply, and delivery of sand, soils, mulches, pots, and anything else you may need. 3 Blurton Road, London. That's where you live, Watson. I live on 3 Blurton Road. Let's go there.
Here it is.
Blurton Road. Where you live, Blurton Road. I'm now selling air pizzas. $50,000, just like that raw water nonsense. Watson, time to take a trip. Oh, he's looking at Danny. We all know that telescope only goes through one window, and that's Danny's window. While he's having a little fun, let's give him the old thumb up the butt. Take that, Watson. He likes it, though. Toby!
Oh, dear, Toby. I wasn't aware that you were Watson's new literary agent.
What does that mean, literary agent?
Oh, dear, Toby.
Let's look it up, because I don't know what it means. What's a literary agent? Literary agent. It's an agent who represents writers and their written works to publishers. Oh, it's literally a literary agent. His book agent? Wait, Toby's Watson.
I wasn't aware that you were Watson's new literary agent.
What is it? How is that an insult? His dog is his agent? Toby, you rule. Watson, out the window. You perv.
A map of London.
Air with notes of garlic. It's a pizza spray. You spray it into your mouth. I can't... We're not going to that place? We're not going to Blurton Road? I want to go to Blurton Road. I want to check out the supply.
A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful.
Time to change clothes. Boom! In the room. Gotta change suits. Holmes a funny boy. Holmes, you're so funny. Toby ate Watson's stories. Hey, from beyond. Let's see what... Can we put on, like, a cool... You know what would have made this game even better? If you could put on these funny outfits just any time. I'm pissed that they lock them off to you. It's really annoying. I guess this is a light suit type of day. You can't even put on any funny beards as you play. People need to remember that games are supposed to be fun, not super serious. I'm at Baker Street. You ever done that? Ever been somewhere and then you try to go there again, but you're already there? Scotland Yard was the wrong choice. Oh, he's eating Watson's stores? Is that what's happening? You want a pizza? I'll send you some spray. Tastes like a... makes you think of pizza. It's blended up pizza. Just spray it on your tongue. Yes, thank you for the host. Blarmfin. I want to go to Blarm Road. Okay, I think actually what we have to do is do some deductions. Oh, there's only 3 in here? Deadly plants stolen and Dunn was trapped. And poisoning. The stolen plants and the poisoning are tied together. Because the killers may be those who stole the exotic plants. See? Perfect. Huh? Whoops. Dunn was trapped. He was poisoned. He was poisoned and trapped. After being trapped in the Colonial Collection, Montajoy Dune was infected by inhaling a virulent vegetal poison. Yep. Of course. Outta here. Watson, bend over. Yes. Yes. The deduction music is good. Alright, we gotta interrogate these guys, I think. I think that's the next move. Hey, Jack Store. Whoa, a lot to interrogate him about. Alright, let's get to it.
Mr. Hamish, can you explain to us what happened to the Colonial Collection? It seems somewhat depleted.
But, most likely maintenance work, tidying up.
You're not sure, then? But you're the deputy director.
Well, I am busy. I cannot be everywhere at once.
He's covering up. So the Colonial Collection room was where a guy was locked in. That's where the murdered guy was locked in. And then he broke out of the door, and there was a bunch of stuff cleaned out of that room, probably because it might have been covered in blood. We're not sure. But apparently this guy's covering it up. What's your relationship with Dooney? The dead guy.
As deputy director, how was your relationship with Montague Dunn?
The dead guy.
To be honest with you, Mr. Holmes, it could have been better. You see, every Tuesday he would carry out his inspection of the gardens, but it was solely to make an impression. Great pretense that he cared at all. He would give out absurd orders, ignoring anyone else's opinion. He would then disappear for the rest of the week.
You didn't like him,
He was
huh?
what some might call a man of action. I'd say rather he was overzealous and chaotic. So after all, it was no wonder, perhaps, that he ended up like that, if you take into consideration his kind of lifestyle.
What was his lifestyle? Danny's the one who got away. Beard? Guilty. John D. I like that. That's a very valid form of crime solving. What's his lifestyle?
You mentioned that Mr. Dunn led a particular lifestyle.
Well, it's no secret that he enjoyed, celebrating, shall we say. He was a member of the London Smart Set. He was famous for it. That and...
Boning?
And...
What?
He had an eye for the
I see.
ladies, to put it mildly, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you for putting it mildly. I couldn't handle any more description than that. Keys.
Mr. Hamish, can you tell us who holds the keys to the locked greenhouses?
That would be Albert, Mr. Dunn's son. Yes, Albert keeps all the keys, and one can only imagine why.
So
What do you
Albert-
mean?
Well, he was never interested in Kew Gardens before, and now all of a sudden he is trying to act as if he owns the place. I think he wants to take over the management here. He'd do better to leave that to me. He has no experience. No, none at all.
So this guy might have been trying to take over the gardens, and he's pissed that Albert's taken over the gardens. Dooney's son, the murdered guy's son. Albert Doone,
What is your opinion of Albert as a student of botany?
the son.
He's useless. I often tell him so, and I can only give him cleaning tasks. Botany is not his life's work, and his father well knew it. He was furious about it.
He was.
Oh, yes. He forced his son to work here, and he never missed an opportunity to criticize him publicly.
Are you able to elaborate on that?
Well, for example, with our last exhibition here, Mr. Dunn had Albert make a presentation speech. But then, while the lad was speaking, Mr. Dunn interrupted him, asking him difficult questions, making him look like a failure. It was with the intention of making a fool of him, Mr. Holmes.
This
That
guy's
must
guilty.
have been terribly humiliating.
Yes, he was crushed, and he had to leave. Everybody was making fun of poor Albert. That is, except for Miss Margaret White, who is such a nice lady and who always takes pity on Albert.
He had a penis for the ladies. He was attracted to people. I don't know, this guy seems guilty as hell, don't you think? But, I mean, if he's telling the truth, maybe Albert wanted to kill his dad, but I seriously doubt it. Who's this Margaret White?
You mentioned a Miss White. Would you tell us more about her?
She is a student who works here part-time. She is quite charming indeed. She possesses a great talent for botany. You should take a look at some of her experiments that she carried out in the laboratory. Ah, if only she were not so naive.
Why naive?
The way she used to flutter around Mr. Montague Dunn. And why, he couldn't help but be flattered by all her attention. How could an intelligent woman such as Miss White not see through his game? I can only scratch my head and wonder.
Jeez, this guy really hates that guy. So he not only wanted to take over the gardens, but he also wanted to get Mrs. White. He's got tons of hentai. Oh, man. Hey, Avaris. Alright, here we go. Lethal plants.
Tell me, Mr. Hamish, do you grow the more deadly variety of plant here?
You mean insectivorous? Yes, but nothing larger than that.
Nothing larger than insectivorous.
Are you aware of the Divine Syndicate?
The Divine what? Is this a joke?
No, I am quite serious.
What a ridiculous name. Anyway, I have never heard of this syndicate.
Is that so?
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Man, in the old days, this is how you watered things. You got a can, you used back-breaking labor.
Locked.
Alright, we need to go find Albert and get the keys to these dang locked rooms. Betty White! Hey, Woodver, hey, Fookster. You found a big box of Beyond Atlantis? Nice. That's the third one, right? Or is that the second one? I have a small... I have like a box of... It might be Beyond Atlantis, but it's not a big box. That's cool, though, Varys. The guy's in here, right? Yeah, so this is the son of the guy who was killed. Right, this is a detective shirt, Fookster. It's in between multiple dimensions. I invented it. Hi, asleep. No, this doesn't have a creepy Watson. Well, Watson's creepy in all of them. But that's more like 4, 5, and 6 where the creepy slender Watson. Okay, let's ask about his love interest.
Who is Miss Margaret White?
Ah, she is the young lady who studies with me. She visits here sometimes to help out with the greenhouses. In fact, she should be here today. She wanted to work at the seed house. That's the small greenhouse across from the large glass house.
Stop saying house. Who emptied the colonial collection?
We noticed that a part of the colonial collection has been cleared.
Ah, at the moment I'm just dealing with the storage room. I don't know much about the other rooms.
You sound like you're faking. Hey Siri, Tom's been 0 times right with his early killer suspicions. You forgot to put a 1 and a 0 in front of that 0. I think. Maybe the 1 and the 0 are broken on your keyboard. You like your father?
I imagine that your relationship with your father may have been a strained one.
Yes. I cannot say that he was a kind man, for he never listened to me at all. He forced me to work here. But now, after his death, I've been pondering it over. Perhaps he wasn't so wrong about me after all.
Yeah, maybe I
have
am
to
a
follow
loser.
his path. And I have to manage Kew Gardens.
Kew.
And I can do it.
Kew.
I can be as good as any other
This
who
place
works
is
here.
cool. Well, his mustache smells like cheese and grib Fanta. How do you know that, Heat Legend? I'm not surprised. Right now, this guy seems, very genuine. He's like, shit, my dad died. Now I gotta try to take over this place and do the best I can. Let's ask about that gardener jerk out there.
Would you please tell us about Martin Hamish, the deputy director?
Dickbag.
Well, I have to tell you that Mr. Hamish is not and has never been the deputy director of Kew Gardens.
It's so cool
My
here.
father would not have tolerated it.
Indeed. That is most interesting. He told us that he was.
Yes, because he believes that the management should be passed down to him now that my father is dead. But in actual fact, Mr. Hamish only has the honour of being the garden's longest-serving employee. In fact, if we are to think logically at all, it should be me who takes over the management of Kew Gardens.
Do you not have a good relationship with Mr. Hamish?
I suppose so. But we have very little in common. Mr. Hamish loves his plants and Kew Gardens, and I cannot say that I share his passion.
I see. And how was his relationship with your father?
Oh, he hated my father. It was obvious. He would be furious whenever my father boasted of Kew Gardens in the newspapers or at conferences. He was convinced that my father was stealing all of the credit for himself.
That's a
But
motive.
my father treated Mr. Hamish in the same way as he treated anyone. Dismissively. With indifference.
That's a motive. Hey, Tharzan. Right now they're sort of drawing you toward Hamish as the criminal, but that doesn't mean... I mean, we just started the case, I think. See if he knows about this thing.
Tell me, have you ever heard of the Divine Syndicate?
No, I cannot say that I have.
Send him to the hangman. It'd be funny if it just let you accuse whoever you wanted. If they did the same system, but even more open world, where you could, like, accuse anyone at any time. Like, I could just accuse that guy out there right now, or accuse Watson and such. So, nobody's heard of the Divine Syndicate, but Hamish seemed like maybe he had heard of it. His reaction was over the top. Give me the keys.
Do you hold the keys to all of these locked doors?
Yes, you can have them. But I cannot give you the keys to the cloakroom. The employees' effects are private. I am sure you understand.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just lockpick our way in there.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
We'll just pick the lock. Right, Watson? What do you think?
What should we do next, Holmes?
Oh, I think maybe you should back the fuck up.
What should we do next?
Back the fuck up.
What should we do
Back
next,
the fuck up.
Holmes?
What if Watson is the culprit? Watson was the culprit in the Lupin game.
Farmhouse.
Watson was the culprit in the Lupin game. Did I mention Watson was the culprit in the Lupin game? Hello, Hamish. You're suspicious.
Just be careful with the plants during your inspection.
This freaking guy loves plants so much he murdered some dude, so he could own the plant world. This place looks pretty. This is a real place, huh? How you doing, Long Mace? Okay, the director's office. Yes, we need to go in here. It's not locked. I just unlocked it. What are you talking about? Watson, you stay out here. Actually, Watson, lie under, see this guy watering? Lie under the water and close your eyes. And breathe in the water into your lungs. Just do it. Don't ask why. Just do it, please. It was the candle with the candlestick. Yeah, like Clue. Champagne.
Champagne. Montague Dunn had good taste.
Champagne.
French wine. A remarkable vintage.
French. Very good liqueur. Very good liqueur. Drink some. Watson, let's have a party. There's a party in here. Let's bash this place up. I'm doing good, Long Mace. I should play L.A. Noire. No! I guess there's this stigma that I can't play new games, but no, I can play whatever we want, Widvir. We can play whatever we want on this channel. I guess, well, that's also because I said, like, I guess maybe a few times I've said I don't always play newer games. We just play cool games. They can be new. Yeah, no, I want to play L.A. Noire. Definitely. Woodveer. Do you think Sherlock ever dresses up as Watson? I don't know why he would. Why he would demean himself like that, Twitchbucks. My dearest Margaret, following our last conversation, I believe it might be better if you vacate your position here at Kew Gardens. As you pointed out quite bluntly, you are no longer in need of my support. You are quite able to stand up for yourself in this world, as you say. Well, I give you back your freedom and wish you nothing but good luck. Montague done. He was firing Margaret. Really? That's an interesting fact.
Newspapers discussing Kew Gardens.
This game's new as fuck. This game's newer than L.A. Noire, maybe. I only have a 486. I can't play the newer games. The new plant species. The Kew Gardens team are pleased to announce the successful production of a new variety of barley, one that retains a complete resistance to the cold. They have named it Siberian barley. Mr. Martin Hamish, the proud cultivator of the graft, will hold a press conference next Monday morning upon this very subject. Wow, they discovered a Siberian barley, and Mr. Martin Hamish cultivated it. Martin Hamish. Delicious. Ham sandwich. Yeah, we can play L.A. Noire. I am a real detective, so it would be interesting to see how my skills apply to that game. A guy at GameStop kept pronouncing L.A. Noire as L.A. Noche. Why is that? L.A. Noche? La Noche? Photograph.
A photograph of Montague Dunn and Reynold Hamish.
Dunn and Hamish, huh? Let me look at that again. So they're together. Reynold Hamish with me. Would you write that on your photos? Any photos that you're in, you write like who's with you and then you put with me on it too. Reynold Hamish with me. I have to remind myself what I look like on my own photos. LA Note J. Oh, you acted like you didn't know. Oh yeah, that was one of the fun parts of working at GameStop, Heat Legend. Just messing with the customers. Just out of scorn for your own decision to work there. Da 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 do da dee do 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 dee. It's a music machine. We found a music machine. I'm not going to explain how this works to the trash chat, okay? You're just gonna have to watch and be amazed by the puzzle wizard that is moi. 3, bitch. Okay. It's gonna be a little tedious to get this one done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shit, this is gonna be so tedious. Okay. Alright, we got famished Hamish. On my pictures I wrote, this is me. This is me in front of a mountain. 1, 2, should we go 3? Okay, good. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yes. Okay, this isn't too bad. Hopefully, this is the right move. Going back to the other side. 2, 3, 5. Puzzle Wizard! The easiest safe to open ever. With very, very British names. Well, we are in Britain, Trop Dog. I am a Puzzwiz. Thanks, John D. You spelled Puzz wrong, though. Okay, letter. Just letter.
I suggest that we don't tell Miss Margaret White about this document.
What's the document? Debt of Miss Margaret White to Mr. Manchuji Dunn. Rental of a suite of rooms at Oxford Street. An educational scholarship at London University. Credits opened at Hamilton. Radjigan House Tailors at Bard & Sons Luxury Jewelers. So, Montague Dooney was financing Miss Margaret White. What else we got? Letter of complaint. Mr. Dooney, we must ask for the last time, for the return of our dear sisters. You do not have any right to hold them imprisoned. They do not belong to you. Your so-called permissions are wholly false. You are hiding behind lies. The lie, we need not elaborate, that was reported in the press as the case of June 14th, 1889. What you have done is quite abhorrent. Be very sure that we shall never abandon our family members. We trusted you and regret having done so. The Divine Syndicate. Okay, so Dooney was involved with the Divine Syndicate. There's their symbol. Doon took some sisters. He imprisoned them, and he's hiding behind the lie that was in this case, which we'll go research. June 14th, 1889. Oh, the game is afoot. Yeah, at least there was a pattern in that syllogism. Otherwise, it would have been a little sad. Too easy for the Puzzwiz, though. Hey, Sornus. Oh, man. They're still a wild time, Sornus, but they were a wild time back then, too. Just breaking into saves and stuff, breaking stuff, drinking their liquors and all that. My dear friend, please allow me to express my disappointment upon reading your last letter. Just falsely accusing anyone. I am paying you to defend me, not to accuse me. Kew Gardens is a royal institution. We are granted the great opportunity to travel the world and to save the most extraordinarily precious and rare species of plant. Our duty is to protect such species, and from those who might wish to use them for dubious purpose. This divine syndicate of whom you speak have no right to hold such precious plants. Remember the case of June 14th, 1889! So I must respectfully ask you once again to notarize the permissions on these plants on behalf of Kew Gardens. The documents were sent to you on Monday. P.S. See you in Boodles. On Tuesday as always. Montague Dooney. So he was writing back to the accusatory letter, and he is saying the Divine Syndicate doesn't have a right to hold these plants. So this Divine Syndicate is involved with a certain type of plant. Maybe to kill themselves with. It's one of those death cults, right? I know, that's why Sherlock's good, Trop Dog. He gets the bad guys at any means possible, and then sometimes just lets them go. That's why Sherlock is such a good character, and I'm going to miss him when there's no more Sherlock games to play. Because he's just a really interesting chap, you might say, if you're from the UK. An interesting chap. Speaking of chap, where's my chapstick? Got chapped lip. My lips are dry. Sheesh. Get out of here. What are we doing over here? Jeez, dry air. Table for experiments.
This is a table for experiments. It resembles my own.
Only this one is kept in good order, Holmes.
Watson, I'll smack the shit out of you if you talk shit. Get tight.
What should we do next?
Get outside. Watson, get outside. Watson, you're going outside. Watson, jump in the bush. Face first into the bush. Fine, you can be in here, but stay out of my way. Don't say anything. Yeah, well, actually, that's true, Heat Legend. There are some, like, DS games that Frogware's made. I guess we could try to play those. I'm not sure about that, though.
A phonograph used for voice recording. Remarkable.
Yes,
they got some recordings.
This is quite a modern laboratory.
It could be marijuana. We're not sure yet. We think it's more of a death weed. Well, who knows? Maybe it's just all. This is all about drug dealing. A cylinder, 245s. Pop it on there. What the heck kind of record player is this? Never seen anything like this before.
And it seems clear from these multiple experiments that plants to respond to their environment and have a form of consciousness. Margaret White, February 1895. Report number 200.
Speaking of chaps, where are my chaps?
Study report.
What am I, a chapped liver? Where are my chaps? I need to ride my horse.
I don't hear anything.
Oh, wait.
I don't hear anything.
Why don't I hear anything? Watson,
I don't hear
I need a
anything.
little help with this.
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything.
Watson, how does this work? Oh, Watson, I don't hear anything.
In Hamish's perception of plants. The notion of communication in the plant world has long been considered marginal, yet I remain convinced that some plants do indeed transmit chemical signals in the event of attack.
A study report by Martin Hamish.
So Hamish, all the evidence is pointing toward Hamish. Hamish knew that when plants are attacked, they possibly release these deadly chemicals. Okay, Hamish had lots of motive. What are we doing? Can I look at this again, real quick? I don't hear anything.
And it seems clear from these multiple experiments that plants to respond to their environment and have
Study
But
report.
Margaret White also knew, so both Margaret had a little bit of motive too to kill that guy, to not go back to her death cult. So it could have been Margaret.
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything. What else is in this room? I hear a fire. The chemistry cupboard. Alright, smash all this together, Watson. See if you turn into the Flash.
Chemicals. A sufficient quantity for some serious experiments. Chemicals. A sufficient quantity for some serious experiments.
Let me do that later. Nothing else to do in here?
Chemical. Chemical.
Later, Stabby. Why would he stole the plants? That's a good idea. Yeah, exactly. Why would he have stolen the plants? Because he wanted to take them home and look at them, because he loves plants, Longmace. His only friends are plants.
A botany book.
A botany book. Open it up.
A botany book.
University of Cambridge Botanical Section. Rotate it. Albert Dune. Repeat
This
here.
student's book belongs to Albert.
Albert was really dumb when it comes to plants. He wouldn't really have understood how they worked unless someone explained it to him. So it's probably not Albert, but it doesn't mean he's not the culprit. He may have blundered his way into murdering his own dad. Maybe he just liked to smash the plants, and then his dad inhaled some of the spores, you know? Then he had to cover up the murder. It could be anything. Laboratory tablet. Wet bottle trace. Let's look at it. Wet bottle trace. Myth! It's all about myth.
There was a bottle here. It left behind a trace of the substance that pervaded the laboratory.
Yeah, there was no labels on any of those bottles. That's very unsafe.
Gold dust. Good heavens. What's it doing here?
Gold
The
dust the
gold
wrestlers
is almost
here.
immune to chemical attacks, so it may be a valuable auxiliary for various experiments.
But why would anyone perform such experiments in a botanical garden?
Good question. Drops.
Several drops of the substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around.
Watson, pour these bottles down your pants.
Several drops of the substance were The bottle is no longer here, but it is possible to detect a faint scent. We need a good nose.
A Toby section? Fetch Toby! Toby's coming into this case, Watson! You're useless! Bam! Punch, punch, punch! Splash the chemicals in Watson's face! Burn him to death! Die, Watson! Toby's coming over! We don't care about you anymore, you're useless!
Holmes, Albert Dunn didn't give us the key to this door.
It does not matter. We will open it.
Yes, Sakatumi, this game has Sherlock vision. Check this out. Whoa, what are these arrows? There's a new aspect to this puzzle. There's like weird symbols. Okay. Okay. Whoa. What do we got here? We got one of these. We got... What do we got under here? I don't know. One of these. Could be one of these. Okay. One of these. What do we got? We got one of these. What is this? What are the arrows? Well, that kind of works. Okay, rotate all. That doesn't really work. Go to this one. See if this something works here. Yeah. There we go. What about this one? Did we already rotate this one? Yeah, I did. So I just messed up what I'd done before. This is fine. Rotate all. Rotate all. Okay. What's the arrow? What are the arrows? How many pieces do we have? Oh, jeez, we got a lot of pieces here. How many pieces do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Rotate this one separately. Oh, we can move it back and forth. Oh, I see. So I want to do that? That means we can move it back and forth. Gotcha. Okay. So I can move this back and forth. Toby time. Hey, Danny boy. Toby time soon, but we got to do a lockpicker first. Is there a reason why I'd want to move it over here? I mean, I'm assuming I put this in here. Otherwise, why are those holes there? But that's not necessarily true. But it probably has to be rotated to a certain degree first. It's not necessarily true. That makes sense though. This makes sense. What else do we need? Gotta get this piece right. Get it. Yeah, he first tries every try. Your little taste of the Puzz Whiz in the Detective Whiz game. Sherlock's little mind magic palace. Well, Trap Dog, wouldn't you if you was a criminal?
Miss White.
Hey, Snarky J. Doing pretty good. How are you? Just doing a little detective work, you know. The huge.
A draft of the letter that Miss White sent to her parents.
Check it out. Dear Mother and Father, I am writing this letter with reluctance to ask for your help. My studies and housing costs have proven to be more expensive than I had anticipated. I fear, therefore, that I may not be able to manage in the long term. I know that we have had our disagreements in the past, but would you be so heartless as to allow your daughter to fail her studies due to lack of money? Margaret. So Margaret asked for money, but it may not have been for her studies. It may have been for something else, for her little drug habit. This is her locker, by the way.
Apparently, Miss White is a capable student.
Miss Margaret's very smart, so she understands the concepts of plants releasing shit when you punch them. Now let's look at her vanity purse.
It is of high quality.
Oh, I didn't imagine people solving them. Modern computer players solving them. Letter from the family. She put that in her purse. Margaret, we were surprised to receive your letter. How could you think to ask us for money after all of these years that have passed since you left and without any thought of us? You have never shared with us any detail of your success at the university, but you choose to do so now? We suppose you must be ashamed of us, for we are not from the same high class as your new friends. Yes, we are modest people, but you should learn to put your family first, as we at home have always done. And none of us ever compromise their reputation, as it appears you have already with your employer, Mr. Doone. No, Margaret, it is you who makes us feel ashamed. Your parents. Damn! Blasted by the parents. Another letter. From Albert. Dear Margaret, I know how your financial troubles are overwhelming you at this present time. Please let me reassure you that I could not permit you to remain in such a dilemma. I was born of a wealthy family. I would consider it an honor if you might accept my help. Oh-ho! What if Margaret manipulated Albert into doing the crime? And then he's going to have to do the time. Bisque, I don't know what that was from. Was that from Masterpiece Theater? I think that was, right? Jewels? Oh, she got a bunch of money in here now. So if she needed money, she's got the money.
These jewels must be worth a small fortune.
Oh, Trop Dog. You often wonder yourself how a side-by-side Twitch race between me and Bagel with doing puzzles? Oh, I would win every time. I'm the Puzzwiz.
Miss White's locker.
Bunch of jewels. I want to look at the jewels again.
These
I would win every time. Unless he got lucky. I mean, let's face it. I'm the Puzzwiz. I mean, really. Come on.
Martin Hamish's locker.
No chance. No competition.
Martin Hamish studied...
No competition. No, but it's not... nobody could compete with me on a level of puzzles, or detectiving, or being in Italy and spaghetti. No one could compete with me on any of those levels. Hey, eat it up. Bagel's got IQ of 270. I've got 271. Plus. 271 plus. Minimum 271. At RTS games. Now, Bagel would beat me in RTS games, Strahd. I don't want to toot my own horn too much. I suck at RTS games. As we have seen from last night when I played Red Alert 2 and I killed all my own troops with my own rocket soldiers, and I didn't realize it till most of them were dead. And then after I realized it, I continued to let them kill my soldiers until the whole army was dead. But we still beat the mission. Mr. General Secretary, recent events unfolding at Kew Gardens obliged me to renew my application for the management position. No, it'd be cool. Bagel should play some Command & Conquers. Yeah, alright. Let's spend the whole stream talking about what Bagel should do. Bagel, if you're watching, if you're out there, play some Command & Conquers. Recent events unfolding at Kew Gardens obliged me to renew my application for the management position. As I have stated already in my previous letters, I believe that no one is better suited for the post. While Mr. Manchuji Dooney was alive, I understood your reservation to my suggestion, and your reasons were political, and I was happy to go back. But now the Kew Gardens lie in disorder. How can I stand by and allow it? How can I leave them in the hands of an inexperienced people with no motivation? I must urge you to cast your decision as a matter of urgency so that I may devote myself entirely to the noble task ahead and free my mind from this uncertainty. I think this guy just loves plants. I don't think he has the balls to murder anybody. Yeah, I mean, he just wants to take care of these. He loves plants. He's a big plant lover. Loves them. Take a shit in it, Barfy.
Martin Hamish studied chemistry.
Barfy, you must need... That's a good point, Death, for scene. Barfy must need a lot of TP.
A review on rare and exotic plants. Martin Hamish has written several pieces.
Okay. Martin Hamish knows all about the plants and chemistry. Here's a photograph. Me and... Wait, who is that? Father and I, Kew Gardens.
Father and I, Kew Gardens.
Is that Hamish's father? He wrote on that. Now he needs to know... Watson, what are you doing over there? Watson's just standing in the corner. I suppose I'll just stand here. Don't really know what else to do. I've got nothing going through my mind. Barfy hasn't been wiping this whole time. Let's write fart on his hat. Okay, chemistry, this, and the photo. So he came here with his father. His father. Time to explore Albert's locker. So we were just exploring the gardener dude who wants to be the manager's locker. This is the guy's son's locker, the murdered son's lockers.
A rejection letter from the British Royal Naval College.
When did that happen? Eat it up. What are the bad CNC games? Red Alert 2's good. Hey, Crumbs. Did Sherlock Holmes take a shit in it yet? He may have. I know Watson did a bunch. Royal Navy School of NCOs Recruitment Center. Sir, it's my regret to inform you that despite your excellent results within our entry examinations, we are unable to invite you into the Royal Navy School. Your father, Mr. Montague Dooney, has expressed his intention to entrust you to the dictatorship of the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew. And it is clear that he would not release you for an entire year of naval training. Please accept all our best wishes for your future at Kew Gardens. Yours very faithfully, J.M. Lemarchand, Director of the Royal Navy Training Center. Okay. I guess that's giving you a little motive for Albert to kill his dad. He wants to go into the Navy, and his dad was like, hell no. But if he wanted to go into the Navy, why would he want to take over the Gardens now? Sherlock Viz. Let's
Young
see,
Albert,
photograph.
standing with a woman in front of London University.
Oh, who's that woman? Who's that
Young
woman? Who's that woman?
Specialist articles on shipyards and ship construction. Albert Dunn has a great passion for shipbuilding and the sea.
Do it, Strad. Time for laziness. Alright, so Albert is all about the Navy. We got a lot of clues about people. Watson's over there just farting. You can see how it's a little cloudy behind him, yeah. Watson has to let out some of his farts from eating all the trash, that old food, old meat and stuff that Sherlock makes him eat. In the Navy. Generals is good? Sweet. I'm gonna try to at least beat... I'm gonna try to keep playing Red Alert 2 until my lack of skills at Red Alert make me stop playing it. Or, you know. And we'll try Generals as well. I like RTS games, I'm just really bad at them. Rule the waves, sail the 7 seas. I couldn't look at the back of the photo. Watson's, where do I go? What do I do? Sherlock keeps running around, I don't know where to go. Do I go over here? Do I go over there? What do I do? Help me figure out what to do. I want to see Watson get confused again. Red Alert 2 is your favorite. It does seem really good. Eat it up. Right? Yeah, Watson has to eat directly out of the trash. if there's no shot, if there isn't any...
Look, Holmes, this charming lady must be Miss White. She's entering the seed house.
I'm gonna stand here and fart. If there isn't any trash, Watson has to go find someone else's trash to eat out of, Strahd. We can't give him fresh food even if it's out of the trash. I just wanted to open that. Should we go? Where did she go?
Open.
Open. Open, doll. The seed house where Miss Margaret White is. Should we talk to her? Or should we go get Toby? 1,000 hours of RA2. Damn, that's a lot. It's a cool game. It's really, it's got good graphics, and it seems like the gameplay is real nice. I'm gonna take a quick break. Very brief. Right, we don't want Watson to think he can't have people food. It always has to be out of the trash. I'll be right back. Okay, as quick as possible. Be right back. Back. Take a shit in it. We back. We back. Had to go take a Watson, if you will. Alright, I'm gonna eat a sour high chew. There's no point in these. If you want a sour candy, just get Sour Patch Kids. Don't get sour high chews. Emperor Battle for Dune. Yeah, I gotta look into that. Pretty creepy, right, Trap Dog? Gotta love a good clown. No, it's just thinking foil. Watson, would you stop farting? I can smell it from here.
This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system.
Ah, maybe we can listen in.
From here, we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room.
Okay, that's probably... We can't see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from the seed house. But the ventilation system does lead there. Someone probably crawled through the vents. Or they sent some gas through the vents. What about from here? Watson, I need you to stand on the other side of this window. Right next to it, okay? I'm going to open it into your face. And see if you get knocked unconscious. We need to judge the strength of the window opening structure. Structure, yes. Mechanism.
Good day to you, miss. You have some very beautiful plants here.
Why, thank you, sir. And good day to you, too.
I'm a detective.
Oh, I do beg your pardon. My name is Dr. John Watson. This is my good friend, Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
Don't speak for me.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, gentlemen. My name is Margaret White. Excuse me, but are you Sherlock Holmes,
You better believe
the
it.
great detective?
That's right.
Yes, I am he.
What a pleasure to see you here at Kew Gardens. Are you working on a case?
Yes, what do you think? There was a murder and theft of plants, lady.
Yes, a theft of plants
Eat
took
ass.
place here a few days ago after their most recent exhibition.
Oh, yes, of course. I quite forgot about that.
Did you? Suspicious lady. Acorn Police.
Oh, it's quite understandable that you might forget about the theft of the plants, miss. After the tragedy that took
Why
place
is
here.
Watson talking?
Yes. The director was a truly good man. It is such a terrible misfortune.
Looking Glass developed Command & Conquer and N64? Oh, that's cool. Watson better shut up. Do you know about the Divine Well, let's see. We know she knows about the Divine Syndicate. Let's see if she lies. She probably will.
The Divine Syndicate. Does that name mean anything to you, by any chance?
Not at all. But it is a very pretty name.
She's a liar. She's a liar. Let's check her out. Let's see if any facts stand out to us about her physical structure. She's got expensive... She has money. She was poor. She needed money. Somehow she got money and jewels. A robbery. Maybe. We'll see. She has pink marks past malnutrition, pellagra, and she has a poor family. But how did she get money? She's got expensive perfume, unless she made her own from the plants that she stole. She got money by stealing the plants and making them into perfume. That's entrepreneurial. Can't fault her for that. What else? Pink marks. Got pink marks means you're poor. I noticed that you're extremely poor. Yeah. Look into my eyes. What is the ASMR? What is that? Why people like just sleep to that or something? People brushing their hair? I don't get it. Yeah, Watson, stop C-blocking us, damn it. Hey, Amberzine. I don't know. I can't find anything else to click on this lady. Her arms? Her clothes? Her sleeve? Her dress? Her knuckles. Unmarried. Oh, right, okay. Unmarried. Good day, milady. Milady. Emptied Colonial Collection. So we already know she's a liar.
Would you happen to know why part of the Colonial Collection was cleared?
No, I have never been there.
She's such a liar! You're right, Hakeem. Watson's mad thirsty, son. Watson, cool off, bro. You gotta be cool.
Do you work here?
Part-time only. I am a biology student at the London University. I attend the same classes as the son of Mr. Montague Dunn. That is how I found my chance to work here for part of my thesis, you see. It is a great honor.
Maybe she manipulated Albert into getting a job here, and then she did the murder to get the monies. Use ASMR to hype yourself up before a street fight. Really? It's good. Sounds like a pretty good way to do shit. Relationship with the director.
How well did you know Mr. Montague Dunn?
He was a master, a great leader. I saw him almost as a spiritual father.
He had an exceptional nature?
Oh, yes, indeed. He was always so active and so optimistic and very nice to me. Although he could behave harshly towards his son.
Why so?
He loved his son dearly and wanted the very best for him. It made him extremely demanding. Albert, who is naturally shy, suffered because of it.
She's a master manipulator. She's trying to manipulate us into thinking Albert's the killer. Hey, a cynic.
Most of the doors in Kew Gardens are locked. Do you have a key to this room?
Oh, yes. Albert gave me a set of duplicate keys. He agreed I might carry out my studies without disturbing him. It is only temporary.
She has duplicate keys.
Thank you, miss.
Albert
None
had
of
access.
the 3 people who work at Kew Gardens know why half of the colonial collection was cleared. So,
Someone's lying.
someone is lying. It is obvious.
And we already know she's a liar. I don't know that the other 2 have been caught in any lies, but she has, and she had keys. I think it's Margaret White. Watson, smack you in the face with that window.
Kew Gardens is such an exciting place.
She is suspicious. Anything else in here? Boom! Sorry, Watson. James Gandolfini eating ASMR. Hey, whatever floats your boat, pal. Alright, I think it's Toby time, guys. No one said it was.
A ventilator.
No one said it was, Danny boy. Did Watson stop being a little shit? Well, Watson is definitely not awful in this game. But, I mean, he's still awful in general. Haley. Take a shit in it. Yeah, Toby time now. No, Toby time now after we do deductions. Okay. Let's see. Mrs. White's family and her studies. Her expulsion. Oh, White and Dune. Margaret White's studies and social situation were completely dependent on Montague E. Dooney's wealth. Let's select it. Now it's selected. Whoops, left. A boxing button with a bunch of Watson. That'd be good. Toby time, after deductions. Deadly plants stolen, and, Albert's click them all. Good. That's the way to do it. Albert's ambition and... No, none of these. White's expulsion and her studies, and her White and Dune. Yeah. And her White and Dune. Mrs. White and Mr. Dune had a recent disagreement. Montague E. Dooney was planning to release her from her position at Kew Gardens. Why was it? Because she wouldn't give him what he wanted, the attention he wanted? So, right now it seems like Margaret did it, but she may have manipulated Albert into doing it, because she's a master manipulator and liar. So there may be more to it than just White killed him. Watson talked? I need to get back to my telescope and look at Danny. Toby,
Come on, Toby. We have some work for you to do. Let us go to Kew Gardens.
I do Heat Legend. I like those 4X games a little more than real-time strategy games because you can sit and develop a strategy. You don't have to have your APMs really high. I mean, I know that my APMs are very low, so I do like those games, Heat Legend. So I'm likely to play some of those in the future. I want to play Marathon, yeah, I do. I've never played it. Toby time. Toby sits right next to me. We love you. Toby, I love you. If only you were a human. I would marry you. Maybe we can find a way to marry you, even though you're a dog. Watson, don't look at us when we are in the car. You keep your eyes on your notes or out the window, never at us. Best friends. Alpha Centauri's good. Yeah, I need to play that.
Let us take Toby to the laboratory. He will pick up the scent of this mysterious substance.
Yep, Toby's the man. The only strategy games like that I played growing up were I played Master of Magic, I played Civilizations, some SimCity. I guess I didn't play a whole lot of those. My brother played Master of Orion. I guess I never really played too much of them myself, so I'd like to get into those. Maybe we'll do one of those after we're done with these Command and Conquers. Maybe after Red Alert 2. Then we can go back to Generals. Alright, follow the scent. No, that's just Watson's ass, Toby. Don't get... That'd be funny if Watson farts would get in the way of the scent, and you'd have to sort of figure out, you know, where, you'd have to figure out the right path, and then Watson's farting would would confuse it. Strahd playing Eye of the Beholder. Nice, those games are fun. Those games are cool. They seem a little bare bones, but really good for their day. And that's Westwood. Toby time! Ruff, ruff. Can we open some doors? Watson! Oh, maybe his farts are confusing the scent. Why is Watson coming with us? Watson, get the hell away from Toby. Watson wants to snuff Toby out while Sherlock isn't looking. Get away. Watson, get away. We have to avoid... Oh shit, hide from Watson. Is he there? Oh shit, there he is. He sees us. Hold on. Alright, hold on. Maybe he'll go away. Dune 2000 is more fun. The way I am is I like to play all the games in order. But we'll see. Gee, okay, we just gotta sneak through. We're okay, we're okay. We're okay, we're okay. We lost the scent, though, because of a Watson fart. Yeah, Toby does look like melting ice cream. Toby's the best, though. If you lick Toby, it tastes like ice cream. Alright, we lost the scent because of Watson. Roof, roof. Oh, so it was back here. Oh, we got a sniff here. Forgot to sniff. Oh, he's digging. Toby found it!
Congratulations, Toby. Now let us see what you have found.
Oh, those Sega CD games are so fun to eat it up. I want to play some of those FMV ones. Even though they're so bad, they're probably hilarious. Except not Scottie Pippen. That game is not worth playing. Toby found a hidden bottle.
This is the bottle that was used in the laboratory. It was buried here.
Someone attacked the plant, got the spores, sent it through the ventilation system. Yep. Detective.
There is still some liquid remaining in the bottle, with gold flakes. A tiny caterpillar. Not surprising to see one in a garden, but at the bottom of a bottle.
I'm going to look into the Dune games. So, we got the material. Good job, Toby.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
Alright, Toby, have at it. Do what you want around here. Eat the plants, shit wherever you want. Dig up some holes. Bite Watson. Time to have some fun. Boom, move it. Okay, so we need to analyze it probably. Back at Baker Street. Yep. Back to Baker Street. Watson, you never found a hidden bottle, did you? But, Holmes, I'm not a dog. Do I care? Watson, why can't you be like your brother Toby? Holmes, he's not my brother. I'm a dog. He's a human. I mean, you're a dog. Whatever. Never mind. Scratch that.
Let us determine just what we have found here. Let us pour liquid from the bottle into a test tube to perform an analysis.
All right. Infinity mentioned War Wind syllogism. It looks pretty neat. You die, lad. Let's pour some...
This is the bottle that we found.
Let's use a pipette. A pipette. Put the pipette back. I changed my mind. Put it back. Okay, we have to get it. I wanted to hear him say pipette again. I accidentally skipped over the pipette. Let's put some liquid in there. And then get some more. And then put that in there. Detective. Take that and look at it.
A colorless, water-based liquid.
It's colorless and water-based. Let's sniff it.
Quite a strong floral aroma.
Let's make Watson drink it. See if it's poison.
Holmes?
Holmes!
It has a bitter taste.
Holmes!
Is it poisonous?
Did you ever see poison stored in enormous jars like that? Anyway, there is a doctor nearby.
Holmes,
So
living on
what
the
do you
edge.
think it is?
Jesus.
It is some kind of organic compound. Let us vaporize the liquid and see what happens.
Jesus, Holmes. You're supposed to have Watson drink the poison. Obi-Wan, thank you for that host, man. How you doing? I did tune into you playing Breath of the Wild earlier today, but I haven't finished that yet, so I couldn't watch for too long. How you enjoying Breath of the Wild? Thank you for that very much for that host. Welcome to Sherlock Sunday. Where Watson just drank plant poison practically. Alright, we're doing a little chemistry here. Hey, Jess. Hey, Obi-Wan. Thank you for that host.
Small colorless crystals.
Thank you very much.
Colorless, tiny
Vape time.
crystals that are soluble in water, with a floral smell and a bitter taste. Watson, could you pass me that small bottle, please?
Of course.
Okay.
Here you are.
Yeah.
Holmes, do you know what it is?
We're doing
Wagner's
detective work
reagent.
today.
There was a label on the bottle that you passed to me.
No, Holmes, I meant the bottle that we found.
Let me add the reagent and see if there is any sediment, and then I shall tell you.
Okay, we're doing some complicated chemistry here. I don't understand it. But Sherlock does, hopefully. Yeah, Planet Earth's a good place. Hey, Jessica Cadence. Hey, everybody from Obi-Wan's stream. Thank you for watching. This is Sherlock doing chemistry. What do we need to do?
I need to take a pipette, and I need to take a pipette. I need to take a pipette. I need to take a pipette.
Oh, it's wonderful.
I need to take a pipette.
I love hearing when Sherlock says pipette. Okay, pipette. You take a pipette of Wagner's reagent and then put it in here. Put it in here. And see what's different. Wait. We did that thing. Wait. I can't do that. I don't know how people do that. I can't do it. Are you gonna eat? Are you gonna drink this?
Red sediment.
Red.
Just as I suspected. This liquid is of organic origin. It contains some alkaloid. Most likely it is unstable, and that is why there is a quantity of gold dust to prevent contamination.
That's exactly what I thought. He does repeat himself, HD Gaming
This
Wizard.
mixture is probably a fertilizer. Someone was carrying out unusual experiments in the garden's laboratory.
I have no idea what we just learned. Unusual experiments, that's all we learned. Sherlock likes to hear himself say pipette and tissue.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Watson, what you looking at? I'm gonna look at your little telescope. What have you been looking at, Watson? Oh, dear God, Watson! Pipette.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Bye, Avaris. Maybe we should have Toby solve the rest of the case. Okay, so what did we learn from that? From the chemistries. Find the use for these keys, right? We have to use all the keys. We have to also find the use from this fragment from a statue. Do we need to search the archives about the Divine Syndicate? Right, the case of 1889. We need to ask about the photograph from about the father and the photo. We need to talk to Albert about his hopes to be in the Navy. Oh, this game's great, Jessica Cadence. There's two Jesses. You have to be Jess Cadence, and the other Jess is Jess. She was Jess, okay. Alright. We need to look up 1889. Is this game open world? No. There's 6 cases in the game, but it's not really open. I mean, you can do certain things in different orders, but it's not really open world. No. No. Okay. This. Scandal at the Divine Syndicate. Scandal at the Divine Syndicate Club. The Divine Syndicate Club, followers of the God King Trewan, situated on 48 Gros Wiener Street, Carleton Road, protectors of plants and more particularly trees, are currently the subject of an administrative investigation. The leaders of this organization are suspected of financial malfeasance. It may be that this investigation will lead to charges of judiciary. What? Charges of judiciary? I don't know what that is. Meanwhile, many voices have risen high against this inspection, denouncing the state. In fact, this private organization, which has given as its goal the defense and protection of nature, and which incorporates many persons of influence, including the political representatives of the opposition party. I don't understand what any of these words mean. There's a scandal. And there's protectors of plants. And the leaders of the organization are suspected against financial malfeasance and charges of judiciary. And many voices have risen high against the inspection. And the private organization, which wants to defend nature... Got it. Continue.
Here it is.
Haha.
And here is the Divine
They're
Syndicate's
Druids!
address. Perfect. It is time to find out what they have against Montague Dunn.
Wait, 3D Carrot, someone has a Mystery of the Druids emote? GOG? GOG has a Mystery of the Druids emote? That's pretty funny. Oh yeah, because that game came out on GOG recently. I mean, I streamed it before it was cool. But, yeah. And then GOG got in on the action. GOG saw me stream it and they were like, yeah, we gotta release this game. And I was like, I give you my blessing, GOG. That's how it happened. Continue. On with the case. Clues. We need to find the keys. Let's go to the Divine Syndicate. Let's go here. Watson, don't look up at me. You missed Toby. Joy, you missed Toby. Toby did a little work. He did a little work in this game. Not a lot.
This place is beautiful, Holmes.
Holy crap.
Its atmosphere is remarkably
Oh, jeez.
soothing.
Let us find someone who could help us.
Yeah, GOG just copies me. It's true. Oh god, one of these Tai Chi guys. These guys are real annoying to talk to. They're all They're all about, like, the chi and the spirit, and it's just like, shut up, know what I mean? Oh, what do we find? Broken pieces.
Fragments of a flower pot. It fell down here.
Broken pieces of my heart.
A fragment of a flower pot.
A flower pot broke here, eh? What's that back there?
Fragment.
What's that back there? What do you got back here? Flower pots? Kew Gardens flower pots?
The Kew Gardens symbol.
Like as if you... Those could be the flower pots from the missing plants. Alright, this guy has a bit to answer for. This Tai Chi guy over here. He's all like feng shui. He's just always saying the words feng and shui to me. Just... What are you doing? What are you doing? Put both feet on the ground. We're biped, not a monoped, okay? Humanity was given 2 legs for a reason. Not so you could do your little crane kicks, alright? And you're doing that in your little sand garden? You're gonna mess up the design. I mean, you put this design here, someone made this good design, you're just ruining it with your dirty feet. Okay, alright. She's pushing the lines of power. Okay. Whatever you say.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock...
See?
I am exalting the sun.
That's what I was talking about.
A while can you wait? From the trace of elements and moreover from the quality of the ambient geotropism.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was saying.
Therefore, please, mind my gravitropism. Its balance. Do not disturb.
Yeah, okay, alright.
Disturbed is most definitely
In this
the
case,
word.
I agree with you, Watson.
There. Completed is the symbiosis. Welcome you are. To introduce myself, I am
Oh, Jesus,
the
why you talk like
Grand
Yoda?
Mystic.
The Green Grand Mystic.
The Green Grand Mystic.
He doesn't know how to get out of that maze.
Himself.
This is me. Who am I speaking to?
We are 2 gentlemen who are extremely interested in the vegetation philosophy that is advocated by this establishment.
Listening to you, I am.
Oh, jeez, we got effing Yoda over here. I should have portrayed a guy in Lemony Snicket. Alright, I mean, if they would have offered me the job, I would have done it. You know the Kew Gardens?
Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy they are.
Not worthy they are. Not worthy they are not worthy. Reverse those articles in your sentences. Well, what about... I found pots here, dude, that had Kew Gardens. Right over there. Select the correct answer. Oh, chat. You messed up, chat.
Do you have friends at Kew?
None.
Watson, I'm gonna shoot
Not
you.
worthy they are.
Heat Legend, that seems slightly random, but I agree. We should shoot Watson. Did I visit these guys in a previous game? Not that I know of. What about your... Okay, so... The Kew Gardens pots were here, but also their symbol was at Kew Gardens. Maybe that's the answer. Damn, you guys are really messing up, chat. Sheesh.
Do you have...
None.
What's going on
Not
with you today,
worthy they are.
chat? How many times did you see Star Wars? Kew Gardens symbol? Is that what I want? Or the fragment from a statue? Oh, the Kew Gardens
Nevertheless,
symbol.
we have seen Kew Gardens flower pots in your yard. How could they happen to be there?
What? Our sacred place you permitted yourself to search. Sacrilege.
Nice tats.
No, really now. There was a theft of plants at Kew Gardens a matter of days ago. And we believe the pots we found here may be connected with it. Please tell us, were you involved?
No. Those plants were ours. They had stolen them from us.
How so?
Their director, Dump, I believe.
Dump.
Done.
Oh, done.
Yes, that's what I said. He borrowed from us 3 of our sisters for the exhibition at his green fly-infested gardens.
Okay.
But he never gave them back to us. Excuses and imbecility. So we went in and saved them.
I see. So, if you stole those rare plants from them, then it means... Ah, I get it. Bravo, Holmes. I think the case is solved.
No, we did not steal. We saved. Well, as a matter of fact, we were unable to find our 3 plants.
I beg your pardon. And yet you took all of the exotic plants from the stand.
They had disappeared. It was the least we could do. They stole our sisters, and so we stole theirs.
Yeah, these guys think that the plants are their brothers and sisters. I don't know if he's supposed to look Asian. Deadlock? Trapdock? Alright, I'll try to remember Deadlock. Look around. So these guys stole the plants, but they had previously lent 3 of their crazy plants to Dune, and they couldn't find them, so they must have been used up or hidden or something.
We should like to take a look around, to immerse ourselves in the wisdom that emanates from here.
It is a school of anastomosis, the divine scholastic syndicate for vegetation veneration and meditation.
What?
You may say, the divine syndicate.
These guys love
Glory
plants.
to the eukaryotic.
Don't
Only
use
true
those words.
devotees, those whose hearts are ready to spermatophize.
Stop using these words.
Are permitted to physically enter our vegetable kingdom and its wisdom.
Oh, this guy's weird.
And to be permitted, you must earn it. Yes.
Spermatized. Juma Truba, thank you for those 500 bits. How you doing, man? Thank you very much. That's not my pot, officer. Oh, man. Hey, you got any marijuanas around here, pal? Ready? Let's explore this man's body. How you doing, Goomba? Thank you so much for the 5 hundos. Tats? He's got a sweet dragon tat. That's the only cool part about this guy. The rest is just super annoying. He's got beautiful hands, a beautiful thumb, fingertip calluses. Fingertip calluses. And gross crap. Ew. Palm injury. Acid burn. He used chemicals. Or he did too many palm heals. Somebody's face. I don't know what he's talking about. Ready. Are we going to look around with this guy? Oh, I don't want to hang out with this guy.
Green Grand Mystic.
Oh,
we
no.
are ready to become devotees and gain access to your temple.
Hey, Olimars.
What is the name of our Lord, our God King?
Yeah, we didn't bing his ding ding, Olimars. That's our bad. Treewan.
Our God King's name is Treewan, Green Grand Mystic.
Oh, la. Good, good. I like you. Here is the holy key to the wisdom place. Holy donation can you make whenever you so wish.
Thank you so much.
I pray you to taste our fertilizer substance. From the burdens of life it helps to free.
I don't think so.
But of course.
Raw sap, it is called.
Ew.
It is near the entrance.
I don't know what's in the raw sap. You got to sleep in, Gooba?
Well,
nice,
we will
man.
Leave
Yeah.
you to your meditation.
That's like really rare. Savor that. Savor the sleeping in. Wicked palm scars. Ew, what's he do that? Use that for? How'd that happen? Watson. Watson. Toot. Toot toot. Watson, over here. Watson's enamored by this guy. How does he do it? How does he stand on 1 foot? Alright, Watson. Well, if that entertains you, that's fine. I wanted Watson to come over here and put his ear next to this gong, and then we would bang it real loud in his ear. How you doing, Jen Lee? Let's go on right on in. Right on into this baby. I'm not tasting your raw sap, old man. What the hell, dude? This dude's weird plant cult. Watson, you eat it. Yeah, Watson, you eat the fertilizer. Our members are altruistic angels. Lord de Sherbrooke, Mackenzie Stapleton, Spencer, Lieutenant Colonel, Mrs. A. Leith, Stubb, Alton Hackett. None of these names are familiar.
The list of plant friends and benefactors. Lawyers, well-known manufacturers, political leaders.
Okay, maybe that comes into play later. How long has it been? Oh, almost 2 hours? We might not, I don't think we'll beat this game today. I was wrong about that. I'm gonna have to take one more stream. Because there's one more case after this, and this one seems pretty long. Spermatophyte. Spermatophyte. Oh, of course, syllogism. He makes up words. He's one of those Tai Chi guys.
That should be the raw sap that the Green Grand Mystic spoke of.
If you see, like, if you go to the park and you see, like, a Tai Chi guy doing stuff, do not go up to him, because he wants, that's what he wants. He wants to bring you into his, like, plant cult. Oh, sweet. Yes! Nice! No, don't do it up your...
It is rather delicious, and of an excellent quality.
Oh no, did he
My
eat...
word, Holmes. Their sap is like a form of cocaine.
Nice! Oh, their sap is not what I thought it was. I thought it was that guy's, you know. But it turns out it's just cocaine. Alright. Wait, maybe this plant cult's pretty sweet. Alright, hell yeah. Sherlock's into this thing now. Watson, snort all that. I want to see how you take to it. I guess I should talk to this guy. What is he doing? He's worshipping the great plant god, Treewan.
This must be Treewan, the Divine Syndicate's god.
It's kind of cool looking statue. Treewan. His name is Treewan. Get it like tree?
This door is locked, but I can try to open it.
Watson, put it all in your butt. We need to hide it. Okay, lockpicking puzzle. Oh, God. I'm pretty much over these, but hey, we got no choice. This is the life we're living. Okay, so we can move this. This is the life we're living. Oh, let's stop try. Could go here, too. Oh, no, it probably goes here. This makes the most sense, I think. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to this one. Try to find the right rotation inside that small window. On the left. Is there one? There is, well, there's this one, but it could be either of those. Okay, I don't think this is right, so let's undo this one and try to find a better one for it to be in. Could be that. Some of the lines are not right. I mean, it could also even be this. But I think it might go inside, but we don't know. Okay, it could be many things. Let's try to find a better clue as to what it could be. If it goes inside, then it can only be this one. But we don't know that it does. But, okay, the other thing. It could just be a window and it's the next one. Yeah, like that. Okay, it is. We found it. We found the threads. Now we need to do this one. Find the right one here. That's it. We done? Watson heard there were drugs. Watson, you've been into my stash? You apparently are addicted to heroin. Who knew? Alright, let's explore that later. We gotta talk to this weird guy out here. Watson can't stop staring at the coke. Should I? Should I do it? Just eating a spoonful of cocaine. If you eat cocaine, does that work? I'm just curious. Alright. Adept. Here's a fancy.
You came to make a donation? Glory to Treewan!
He loves plants.
Praise the
it's not the
grand
plants they
tree.
love, it's the drugs. Yeah, Chop Dog. I mean, Sherlock's got to keep his high going somehow. When he's out on the out on the beat, you might say. Opium smoking. Oh, they do opium here too.
These instruments are used for smoking opium.
Very familiar, says Sherlock. Chemistry cupboard. Wow, it's a meth lab. It's an 1880s meth lab, 1890s meth lab.
This substance is an
Take that.
alkaloid, the same as in the bottle we found in the bushes at Kew Gardens.
Just buying cocaine and eating it. Eating it with a spoon. You get poisoned. People put it in their butts. It's called boofing. Don't try that at home, kids. So we took the alkaloid, which is something we also found at the gardens. It's a bit of a complicated case.
This cabinet is full of chemicals.
Okay, we got a bunch of chemicals like the same ones we found at the garden.
A vast amount of opium.
Damn! Oh, it's free opium. Wow. Who knew that these hippies were just all about the...
That would be enough to perform the most difficult of chemical experiments.
All about the drugs. Wow, okay. Very advanced meth lab here, okay. Maybe I was wrong about Tai Chi guy. He just smoked a lot of opium and went nuts. Let's check the other side. Watson's still there looking at the cocaine. Should I do it? Stomach is 50%. Okay, so only be 50% effective. Good to know. Good facts to know. Watson's just worshipping Treewan out there. Alright. And we got a cage with caterpillars. Okay. Oh, look at these cute little guys.
Caterpillars. They are raised as food for certain plants. Let's take them.
Yeah. Let's take them. They're better than a Watson. Ah, get out of here, Watson. I want to hang out with my caterpillars without you.
This green, grand, mystic fellow seems rather suspicious, Holmes. We should search every inch of this place.
No kidding. Why do you think I'm here, Watson? Oh, why are you such a Watson all the time? When does he take a break from being a Watson? Oh, these dangerous plants are here. Diarrhea musipica
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
is a fly eater.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
Raffaelliza is that Pokemon. I think we're looking for the specific type of plant that is poisonous.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
That is Alicema gigantica. This is Omphalatophius
A
petilis.
tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
But these aren't... What are the most poisonous plants? Do we have that clue still in here? Yes. Diarrhea carnivorous, Carlina inebria, and Florum diabolica. That's what we're looking for. A tropical plant. Nothing of interest. Points at Watson and says that. Diarrhea
A
muscipula.
tropical.
Nope. Adenium bonsai.
A tropical.
Nope. None of these. Okay. Boom. Push Watson into the plants. Make him fly through the wall. Flower cage. Avatar blade. Yeah, let's... Watson, you have to taste a little bit of each of these. And here are the 3 toxic plants. Diarrhea carnivorous.
These 3 plants are identical to the ones shown at the exhibition. I shall take them.
I will take these. Without asking. Wow, they looked really dangerous, too. Alright, I shall take these plants. Alright, Watson. Create a just diversion. We need to escape without Tai Chi guys seeing we took all the cocaine, opium, and plants. We're going to sell them on the black market. Enough of this detective nonsense. We can make big money. Watson, go home and hang out with these plants. You'll probably be interesting to them. Albert's ambition, I don't know that that combines with anything. Yep, I was right. Deadly plants have been stolen. Missing deadly plants. Thieves. It's just as thieves. The sect stole everything. The Divine Syndicate stole all the plants, including the deadly species, and could have used them in order to murder Montague Dunn. Unlikely. The Divine Syndicate stole all but the deadly plants. Well, they said they couldn't find them. I think it's going to be a partial theft. White studies. Albert's ambitions, suspicious ingredients, and poisoning. Set up the alkaloid from a chemical laboratory and the caterpillars and perform the experiment with the deadly plants. Yes, we shall do that. Okay. So we have to set up that experiment and figure out how
Perfect,
that guy
Watson.
was killed.
We can begin our experiment.
Grab some of that opium. As much as your pockets can fit. Put your ear next to this gong. That's right, Avatar Blade. Sherlock does whatever the hell he wants. He accuses whoever the hell he wants. And he's always right.
Follow my path, and better you will fear.
Yeah, I misjudged you, Tai Chi guy. Do all the Tai Chi you want. Let me get some of that stash. Is there anything else to look at here? This bell? No, I guess not. So we found out they stole the plants, but we don't really care about the plant theft, because that's like some petty arguments between, you know, lower intelligence beings. We want to solve this murder now. The tortoise, right, the tortoise. Back to Baker Street. Bye, Chop Dog. Enjoy your shower. I mean, Doug Monk, how are you? Ugh! I mean, pretty much, HD Gaming Wizard. It's scary. You don't want to get accused of a crime. Okay, Watson's doing the Tai Chi now. That's why he was staring at that guy. Watson's trying to impress Holmes. Holmes is just still wants to push him out the window.
This green, grand, mystic fellow seems rather suspicious.
He's not even doing
Holmes.
the right movements.
What
Watson,
should we do next, Holmes?
Watson, you embarrass yourself. You embarrass me. You embarrass Toby. But I love you. I can't get rid of you. What a silly guy.
I imagine that one of these plants would be capable of releasing a toxic vapor. I need to find out exactly how it could be done.
Okay.
I shall begin now. Watson, if you are at all optimistic to have dinner this evening, then I'd recommend that you put on the gas mask.
Watson, I need you to try to hold in your farts, okay? Because we need to And we need to create a very specific vapor here. I'm doing a scientific experiment. I can't have your farts interfering like they usually do. Watson's alright, mean Mug Dog. He's still a Watson. Hey, Lord Polish, how are you? Watson, I need you to taste one, and if you get sick or die, you'll know it's the correct one. Okay, do I have to figure out the right? We take the plant. Alright. We take the caterpillars and put it in the plant. Okay. Whoa!
How interesting.
Whoa!
What a strong and effective defensive mechanism.
That one shoots spines. Okay, let's put a caterpillar on this. It eats it up.
I find the behavior of predators utterly fascinating.
Oh, the dog just goes in Sherlock in Watson's bed. Gaming wizard. And that's this one looks weird. Gas? This one emits gas. For sure. Nothing. Must have had its parts cut off. Why did nothing happen when we attacked this one? Whoops, Watson got indoctrinated. Whoops, my bad. Hey, Jere. Pin? Poke this with a pin?
No reaction.
This thing doesn't have a reaction. How can we get this thing to react? So we stab this one too? That gets mad and closes up. Does this one shoot
appears to have
spines?
fallen inactive. My word. It shot a spike at me after I stabbed it with a pin. I imagined that its reaction would be ferocious if I increased the strength of my attack.
Watson, hit this thing very hard. And put your face near the spines.
My word. It shot a spike at me.
I think some plants like this do exist. Maybe. Olimars, maybe. It's possible. Let's put the pin back. Oh, Toby, did you get it with a spine? Oh, no. Take and shake. Shake it around. Oh, swap. Oh, do we have to put them in some sort of an right alignment? Something weird like that? What if I just put this, leave it on there?
This plant seems to have had...
Okay. No, that's wrong. Does it matter where I put what?
This plant...
Okay. Interesting. They were already in the right order. Maybe there's another order for something else. Anyway, liquid with alkaloid. Now let's try that on this. It's going to release gas, right? Gas mask. No. Yes! It opened up.
It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
Plant swap. On NBC. And now put the caterpillar inside of its leaves. Attacked. And here comes the gas.
It closed again. I believe I saw a small cloud of gas.
They're just clarifying.
I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding. Perhaps if we agitate it to a greater extent whilst it is opened, it will reveal a little more.
Just clarifying,
I am
Watson.
interested in what might occur if the prickly plant should shoot at it.
Watson, you didn't make a fart, did you? Just clarifying. Okay, let's open her up. Watson, face right next to the plant. Put your mustache in the
It
plant.
appears...
Okay, caterpillar on this baby. Have the other one attack it and shoot spines at this one. Big gas. Nice. Lots of gas. Good stuff.
toxic gas with spores. Extraordinary.
Toby's dead. Toby, we didn't have a dog gas mask.
The plants would be capable of killing only if they were directly next to the victim and stimulated at precisely the right moment.
Let us take our caterpillars to the Colonial Collection Room. We may see things more clearly there.
It is too early, Watson. Our suspects will be there. Let us investigate Kew Gardens one more time and ask some questions.
Toby, is Toby okay? Okay, Toby. Okay, Toby's okay. Dogs must be immune to the toxic spores. Unfortunately, Watson's also okay. So you take the good with the bad. Hell yeah. Anything else we need to analyze back here? Nope, we just need to go back to Kew. Kew Gardens. I think we're getting close to the end of this one. Well, what I think happened was someone had the plants in a room with a vent, and they blasted the Maybe they blocked up some vents and blasted the gas through the vent into the colonial room. That's why the guy... Well, how did he get the head wound? Maybe that's how he got poisoned, but the head wound? I'm not sure. Maybe someone gave him a head wound and dragged him in there, locked him in, then tried to poison him with the toxic gas using the ventilation system. Perhaps. Does Sherlock ever take Watson's suggestions? Maybe once or twice, but not often, because he is a Watson. Okay, Mr. Hamish. I've basically cleared you. I don't think it's you. You just love plants and that's cool. But I need to ask you some questions.
Mr. Hamish, was someone from your family connected with Kew Gardens?
Family? No. I'm the only one with a passion for botany.
But what about your father? Your father.
I do not think so. This photograph of you and your father at Kew Gardens suggests the opposite.
But you have no right to.
Do tell us more about your father.
He was, indeed, the greatest botanist of his time in the British Empire. He worked together with Montague Dunn until the end of his life. He brought me in at the age of 12.
Did he get on well with Mr. Dunn?
No, I couldn't say that. They expanded Kew Gardens together, that was all. And it was all my father's work, for Dunn always lived the high life.
Oh.
So Mr. Dunn was not helping your father?
Oh, yes, he provided the financial support. And as far as he was concerned, that fulfilled his role. But the worst of it was, he declared himself as the master of Kew Gardens. Fame meant nothing to my father. So it was easy for Mr. Dunn to take all the credit.
Oh, more motive for this guy now. The game is still afoot.
Can you tell me if you saw Mr. Montague Dunn on the day of his death?
Yes, of course. I met him, and we went to see Albert, his son, at around 9:30. He appeared quite calm.
Oh, really? He said the poison would only be effective close to the plant, but still could have gone maybe through the ventilation system.
What were you doing on the morning of the accident?
After paying multiple visits to Albert, I had a little talk with Miss White. Then I returned to my desk to complete some paperwork. Suddenly I observed that Mr. Dunn was not feeling well, so I ran immediately to fetch Albert. I clearly remember that it was around 10:30, for I was late that morning.
10:30. Didn't the victim get
Thank
the
you,
head
Mr.
wound when he
Hamish.
fell
We shall
into the
continue
fence
our
in the botanical
investigation.
lab? Absolutely yes, Longmace. You have passed the test which I laid for chat. Longmace is the winner. Good job, Longmace. That's absolutely right. Nice. Longmace has ascended beyond Chat Watson to practically to detective status.
Locked.
So we haven't gone into some of these buildings yet. You have to explore the nursery, see what's in here. Bunch of plants, new seeds, eh?
The seeds of plant species are stored here.
Is that so? He's ascended, Heat Legend. The rest of you failed. Oh, a bust of Mr. Dune is in here. Why is this in here? And the secret test to escape the chunk of the statue.
I am curious if the marble that we found will fit this place.
Shouldn't call. Sorry, Infinity, but you're
Here
right.
it is.
Trash is
The
one thing,
marble
Watson is a whole
fragment that
different
we found
level.
in the
You're right.
colonial collection room is what they have in common.
Metaphorically, Watson. You're metaphorically Watsons, Infinity. Alright, so this still could have been used as... Maybe he used this to break out of the door? Anything else I can look at here? I don't think this was used as a murder weapon. Probably used to break down the door. That's my guess right now. Okay. Exit. I don't think there's anything else I can do with that. Hello. I'm in here now. We in here now, boys. Dirt in the sink. Oh, Watson, you take a shit in there? Gross. You're disgusting, Watson. But I don't really care. That's alright. At least you didn't do it in the carriage again. Hostess. Hey, Gnocchi, good morning.
This poster is for an exhibition that Martin Hamish was directing. but it had nothing to do with Kew Gardens.
Martin Hamish was two-time in Kew Gardens.
This certificate belongs to Martin Hamish. He won a horticultural competition.
Long Mesa's now the Clue King. It's true, Barfy. You were in a band called Metaphorically, Watson. How'd that go? Hey, Shark Balls.
A glasses case. It is empty.
Martin's glasses case?
This area.
Oops, I accidentally clicked through that. So this is Martin Hamish's desk, and this is his book, Modern Botany. He's writing a book. He's writing a book. He's got his whole life ahead of him. You know, what need does he have to be involved in a murder? None much. He's just a normal guy. He doesn't have a lot of bad going on in his life other than just hating his boss.
An award presented to Martin Hamish for Best Grower of the Year.
More of a grower, not a shower.
A master's degree diploma. It belongs to Martin Hamish.
Martin Hamish is a grower, not a shower. He's the best grower of the year. And he got an award for it. Wow. They gave out weird awards in 1890 in the
These young
UK.
plants must be delicate if they are kept in the nursery.
Martin Hamish keeps the most delicate plants where he is. Next to him, his true love. Chalkboard. It's like a modern computer. You put your chalkboard on your desk. Diplomas. New Kew Gardens. Anything else over here? Best grower of the year. Okay. Is that true, Infinity? Were you really in a band called that? Alright, the ventilation system also goes into here, right? The nursery is huge. Oh wait, that's where we were. Whoops, I went backwards. No problem. Am I going for Nellie's 2003 look? Well, always, but this is my detective hat, gnocchi. Alright, and so now we're in the other side of the... wherever the hell this giant place... Oh, where haven't we been? Have we been in here? This is just what I wear at work, gnocchi. These are the hats they keep locked up at work. The detective hats that you get when you ascend to detective hood. After you've solved your first case. You start out with one of those little dunce caps. And you have to wear that out on the beat. And once you've solved a case, they unlock the hat cabinet. And you get your real detective hat. So, this hat's a badge of honor for me. IRL. Move it, Watson. Smack you. How many times have I told you I will smack you? Because I will. The Seed House. I need to interrogate you. This is the most suspicious lady in here. She's a master manipulator. It's tilted. Well, because sometimes you want to throw people off. You want people to be confused. And you tilt your hat. See? Chat is so confused right now. It worked. You are evil.
Can you tell me what Mr. Dunn was doing upon the day of his death?
I can. But there is nothing very special to say. I was in the laboratory when I saw Mr. Dunn heading towards me. Tuesday is the day of his weekly visit. It was supposed to be at 9, but he was 10 minutes late, as usual.
And then?
Okay.
Well, he came in to say good morning. Then I saw him spend 2 or 3 minutes by the plants outside the laboratory. After that, he ran out in the direction of the nursery, where Mr. Hamish was working. He was always in a rush during the inspection, you see. I would pity anyone who stood in his way.
So she said 10 after 9, a few minutes tinkling around the laboratory, and then went off to the nursery where Mr. Hamish was. Tommy Duck.
And that was the last time you saw him?
Yes. I stayed in the laboratory until 20 minutes to 11, when I heard the cries of Albert and Mr. Hamish from the large glass house.
I joined them as soon as I could, for I knew that something must be very wrong.
What exactly were you doing in the laboratory?
I was recording an experiment for my thesis. I only stopped my work once when Mr. Hamish visited me briefly around 10 o'clock.
Mr. Hamish visited you briefly around 10. You heard cries at 10:40 that they found the dead guy.
You say you were recording an experiment when the tragedy occurred. Might I listen to the roll?
Certainly. Please do.
Ooh.
You will find it in the laboratory.
Please listen.
It is number 320.
Listen to my roll. Hey, Watson, pull up your shirt. I want to listen to your rolls.
Thank you, miss.
You hear me, Watson? Where is he? Watson. Oh, he's farting over there. Watson, pull up your shirt. I want to listen to your rolls. Yeah. Your stomach rolls. Got him. Okay. I think we already listened to that, right? Didn't we already listen to that? Pretty sure. We have to figure out... Oh. Wait. We didn't finish with this? Oh. Okay. We have to go back to the nursery and finish with that. How you doing, Dracunos? Laboratory. Barium. She's beautiful. Beautiful, ain't it? Just report Watson? Yeah, I mean, we can't always report Watson. The police will begin to suspect that we're faking. Oh wait, but I already... Okay, I gotta take a quick break. Be right back, okay, with more of this amazing case. Whoa. Little loud, little loud. What a relaxing tale. Are we not done with this bust? Because it says something about in here how... It fit in this though, right? Do we need to click on this again? Oh, we didn't click on the plate. Oh, okay. It was a statue of Montague done. That's all we had to... I believe that's all it said. So now we have to go ask about that to somebody. Maybe Albert. Okay. So maybe we should just go ask her since she's right here. See if she has anything to say about that. Seed house.
Kew Garden.
Okay. She's got nothing to say. We can go through her room. Can we examine this anymore, or we don't have enough clues yet?
A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature.
Oh, it regulates the temperature, so maybe that could have been used to...
A water...
hurt the plant, make the plant mad. I'm not sure. They poured the alkaloid in it, then they made it hot and it got pissed off. I don't know. Alright, Albert was here. Where'd he go? Watson? Oh, maybe this isn't where he was. Pots! What? Pots? Very well. Need to go find Albert and maybe Hamish again. Definitely Albert. Need to interrogate Mr. Albert. Do we have any new clues? Albert's ambition and Hamish's anger. White studies the new director. Hamish's anger. Mix those together. That's Hamish's motive. He believed he and his father's lives had been ruined by Dunn, who had taken credit for their work. Hamish wished to take over the directorship of Kew Gardens, but he knew it would not be possible if Dunn was still alive. That's Hamish's motive. I don't think any of these... Oh, White's ambition. Okay. Miss White acquired knowledge at the university that might not be enough to guarantee the correct reaction of the deadly plants. I don't think that's true. She had the biological knowledge to stimulate the deadly plants. She was a smarty pants, right? Albert's ambition and deadly precision. Now, the thing is, Albert is not very good at botany. It's doubtful he could have learned how the plants might release their deadly spores. I think that's the most likely. We've got a couple of conflicting things in here, though. Partial theft, yeah. I mean, it's leaning towards White. Because where'd she get the money? We don't know where White got all her money from. There's this room. The hose. Plants. Hey, Watson. What's up, dude? What's up, bruh? What you doing, huh? What are you up to? Here's the Colonial Collection room.
According to this, they have light and moisture control.
Light and moisture control. And look, this right here. Ventilation grid. It's got something to do with the ventilation grid and the light and moisture control. And the stinky gas plant. Yeah, I know. Clonkin. Yeah, Sherlock has a bit of a silly run. It does. Yeah, if you just look at the way his arms move and everything, and his little suit. Sherlock's not known for his cool runnings. Like the movie. He's not known for cool runnings. He's known for his ability to solve crimes beyond anyone else, but he mostly just lies. How you doing, Jess? How you doing? Day of Dunn's debt.
Your father's death does seem highly suspicious. What were your movements here on that day?
Suspicious? Well, I was working in the seed house, taking care of Lysa something, or Lear Pontus, or... No, wait. These Latin names. And I spent so many hours trying to memorize them.
Did you see your father that day?
Yes. He came here with Mr. Hamish for his weekly visit. There was nothing unusual about that.
And then?
Nothing. They stepped out to the backyard. It was perhaps 20 minutes before 10 o'clock. Then about 10 minutes later, I saw my father heading for the dry tropics room while Mr. Hamish returned here.
Okay, I gotta put together all these time frames. You pulled weeds. Good job, Jess. Yeah, we're in Kew Gardens, Jess. A real location in the United Kingdom.
And Mr. Hamish and Miss White, what were they both doing that morning?
Mr. Hamish visited me a couple of times. I also saw him returning from talking with Miss White, and that was at 10 minutes past 10.
Hamish talked to
Then
Miss
he
White
ran
at
back here to
10:10.
me to tell me that my father was feeling unwell.
Okay.
We hurried across to the water lily room, and I found my father lying dead on the floor. Oh my god.
So that sounds like a Hamish cover-up. Saying that his father wasn't feeling well. Was Hamish working with White, maybe? I know you dreamed of entering the Navy.
I perceive that you are passionate about the Royal Navy.
Passionate? No, not really. I like ships, that is all.
Are you quite sure? You do not seem to be so interested in plants.
It's difficult, that's all. My future is here. It has never been about anything else.
Except the Navy. Your hopes, young man.
And yet, I know that the Royal Naval College rejected your application.
Ah, you truly are as clever as they say. Yes, that's correct. And in fact, my father was strongly against the idea. He did his best to ruin my plans, although I almost did succeed. But my dreams were shattered, Mr. Holmes.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you, young man.
You're
We
a
shall
member of
see you
Kew
again
Gardens?
soon.
Oh, it seems cool in this game. Sometime later.
Everyone has gone, Holmes. The way is clear.
Watson, what are you doing? Everyone has gone. Okay, now we can search with no distractions. Everyone has gone home. Determine the correct sequence of events based on details you have gathered. Well, I thought we already did this part. He escaped the room. And then... Wait, maybe we have to go in there. Maybe we have to do what happened before now. Yeah, have there ever been any murders there, Jess? Maybe you can help us. Okay, what could have happened in here? Determine the correct sequence of events. Okay, he inhaled the spores. Knocked over the statue? Yeah, okay, that could have happened too. Inhaled the spores. 1. Inhaling the spores. Nice. And then escape the room. Okay. Okay. Is that it? How do I get more of those to show up? Watch the sequence. Oh. He inhaled the spores. from the plants that were sitting there. Oh no! And then he hobbled on over this door. Fast forward. And then he escaped the room by bashing through the door and hit his head and died.
When Montague Dunn was standing close by the plants,
Why was that a puzzle?
the caterpillars were released and caused the deadly spores to activate. Panicking, and likely already half asphyxiated, Montague Dunn started back and knocked over the bust. He rushed to the door, but it was locked. He had to force it open with his shoulder. We already know the outcome. Montague Dunn collapsed and died not far from the pool. Well, it is time to perform our experiment on the ventilation system.
Ventilation system time. Yeah, these garden places are cool. It's actually pretty fun to check out all these different types of plants and all that. There's a lot of them you may not have heard of. Place caterpillars
The caterpillars
here.
could only fall from the ventilation duct.
Got it.
Our caterpillars are in place. I'll activate the ventilation system so that they fall down. Watson, stay here and observe.
Watson, stand under
All right,
here.
Holmes.
I'm gonna drop caterpillars on your head, you idiot. Detergent.
The smell.
Don't forget the detergent and the clean window panes so we could see through. When Dunn was going to look at the plants, put caterpillars in the vent. This is all stuff we've already seen. All these clues, right? The fragments? Yes. Okay. Okay, time to do the ventilation. Where the hell was it? Watson, I need to bury you alive. Grow a mustache tree. Well, it doesn't make sense. Just do it. I'm going to bury you alive. Yeah, do it, Jess. I'd like to see some pictures of Koo Gardens. That would be cool. Shark balls. We found a bunch of opium earlier at this hippie cult place. Over here. It's funny how on all these cases, Sherlock constantly finds giant reserves of opium. Okay. Starter. Power on first.
The power is on.
Starter on.
The engine cannot.
Oh, sorry. Off. Starter.
The engine has started.
Then transmit. Buzzwizz.
The ventilation system is working.
Big water lilies. I'd like to see some pictures. I guess I could just Google, but... Okay, what are we seeing here? The vent. Do we need to follow the vent? Follow the vent. Follow the vent. Follow the vent. With my Sherlock sense. Why does he need Sherlock sense to follow the vent? Do I need to look at the vent? Okay, we're following... we're following... Oh! Following the vent. Oh, it goes inside. Ooh. Following the vent. It goes here. Did they seal this up? Window. Open.
From here, we are unable to see the
control lever.
Excellent. This ventilation fan is working.
Oh.
Let us see if I can activate the other one.
Ho ho ho. It probably is. Sherlock just does this so he can find criminals doing opium, so he can get it for free. That's all Sherlock's in it for, is the opium, and accusing innocent people. And the constant abuse of Watson, and love of Watson. And hanging out with Toby. He's in it for a lot of things.
Before I activate the fan...
Oh, I need to see if I can see the control room from here.
We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window.
Really? There's Watson underneath the vent. I'm going to drop caterpillars on his head. So I would activate this.
Now I just need to find Watson to check the result.
Hey Watson, did the caterpillars fall on your head? Alright, I won't Google it.
It works perfectly, Holmes. Bravo. Now, if you could just help me to get rid of these caterpillars.
Perfect.
Not my job.
Now we know how the murder of Montague Dunn was carried out. By activating both Albert's and Mr. Hamish's fans.
But only from
Albert
Mr.
and
Hamish's
Hamish's.
workplace would it be possible to see when Montague Dunn entered the Colonial Collection Room.
Precisely, Watson. You're learning. Watson, open your mouth and put these caterpillars inside of your mouth. More deduction required. Albert's ambition and humiliation go together. His motive to kill his father would be his father thwarting his dreams of joining the Navy. I mean, I suppose it's possible. Unlikely that Albert did it by himself, though. Ventilation used with deadly precision. because Hamish had an opportunity to stimulate the plants because he could see the Colonial Collection Room from his office, and he would have understood how to do it as well. Now, deadly precision and missing plants. The Divine Syndicate left the plants at Kew Gardens in order to murder Montugiduni. Unlikely. I doubt the sect is involved. I really do. Okay. Oh, we have to continue investigating. We do not have all the clues yet. It's gotta have some... The one thing... So this game's pretty cool in that if there's something that doesn't make sense, then that's normally something that clues you into the solution. So right now, the thing that doesn't make sense is... How did, what was her name? Margaret White get that money? Get that money, you might say. How did Margaret White get that money? We don't know. Maybe she was paid to kill Montugiduni. Maybe she teamed up with somebody.
These trees, with their roots in water, must originate from Louisiana.
Maybe she teamed up with the sect. It could have had something to do with the sect. The sect was pissed off, wanted to get some revenge. Alright, what else do we need to do? We need to ask people about the fragment of the bust. The bust could be an important clue. Did I ever go listen to the recording? No. No, I didn't. I thought maybe we already did that, so I forgot about it. But, I don't know how to get there. Everyone left. We can't interrogate anybody. Shit. Let's look at a map. Room 320. Right. Thanks, Syllogism. Let's go see if we can... In room 320? Like, what's room 320? No, the recording was called 320. I think we need to go into these rooms. And listen to the recording again? I did listen to the recordings. We may have done that. Let's go into these offices. See if there's anything else in here. Move, 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 move. Not in here. This room. Hey, Dark. Sects have money? That one did. Well, that one had a ton of opium, so I assume they have money. Get that money. We already listened to these. Let's listen to them again. I like when you turn it.
I don't hear anything.
Sherlock's like,
I don't hear anything.
Why don't I hear anything?
I don't hear anything.
Watson's rubbing off on Sherlock.
I don't hear anything.
Why don't I hear anything? Okay, we'll listen to these again. So I guess we have to do them after we talk to her.
And it seems clear from these multiple experiments that plants do respond to their environment and have a form of consciousness. Margaret White, February 1895.
Report number 245. Oh, we need to find the 320. We need to find the 320? Which one is 320?
Hamish's perception of plants.
A study report by
Those two of those tell us that Hamish and White both understood that plants do some crazy stuff when you mess with them. Oh, here's more cylinders in here. Here we go. 320. Oh, right in front.
Here it is.
Here it is, right in front. Perfect. Of the Sherlock games I've played, what would I say was the best one, Genly? Let's see. I think 1 was pretty cool, as if you like a Myst-style puzzle game. It did have some pixel hunting, but otherwise the first one was pretty neat. The second one, if you really like looking through lots of documents and putting together complicated evidence, like looking through your dialogues and documents, the second one is not bad. Now they're all blending together. The thing is, alright, I gotta look at the list. What are the games that we've played? Sherlock Holmes video games. This is like the 8th one. Video games based on Sherlock Holmes. Hold on, no, that's not what I want. I want the list. Yeah, we got Mystery of the Mummy, Case of the Silver Earring. That was the one. That's the complicated one. Mystery of the Mummy is the missed one. The Awakened. I mean, The Awakened is alright. The Awakened is goofy. It's like a Cthulhu story. It's alright. Arsène Lupin was good. I liked Arsène Lupin because that was silly, but also kind of cool. The only thing is, Arsène Lupin had some filler parts. Jack the Ripper had some filler. Jack the Ripper maybe didn't come across as one of the better ones. It was just sort of okay. Testament. Testament was alright. Wait, how many of... I thought we played like 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this is only the 7th. That was one off. I don't know, just get them all. Yeah, and start with the beginning. Get them all and start with the beginning. Play them all. Play them all. They all have good parts and bad parts. The bad parts of the Awakened, Lupin, and Ripper are the filler parts. Otherwise, they're all pretty decent. Yeah, maybe the second one. Maybe, Silver Earring. But only if you don't mind doing a lot of reading and to deduct, because it's complicated with the clues you gotta put together. Hey, Drew Bacon. Let's listen to this phonograph. Beep, beep. One of them also has a dude going beep, beep.
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything.
These plants, classified as shrubs or grasses, have adapted to their arid environment due to a system of underground roots.
This recording seems very long. It is unnecessary to listen to all of it. Miss White was in the laboratory, as she told us.
I mean, honestly, the best ones as games are probably Testament, this one, and I'm guessing Devil's Daughter. Wait, what did it say? I was distracted thinking about other things. What did it just say? Oh crap, I can't look at that anymore. I was mentally somewhere else when that played. Crap. Whatever. We'll be fine. Just something... Oh, here it is. The cylinder recorded by Miss White is quite lengthy, thereby proving that she remained in her laboratory on the day of the crime. Really? But she may have convinced someone else to do the crime, and then, thereby, do the time. This one's good, Dark. This is a good one. No clues available. Oh, damn it. So Miss White was in her laboratory. Let's go into her laboratory. Whoa, gas suits. Gas suits.
Such masks are generally worn when dealing with toxic chemicals.
There's a missing suit.
It appears as though the protective equipment is missing from here.
I would love to be a vampire, Tukangia.
It appears...
I wish I was. Actually, I'm mad now that I've realized I'm not.
Such masks are generally...
So someone took... We need to find where this is. Do the games have an interconnection? Very... Just there's like light references to past games once you get to Lupin. But no, they're all standalone. But if you're going to play them, you should play them in order. But you don't have to at all. It doesn't matter. There's no real connection. And this one has like 6 different cases. I want to go to White's lab. Still with this. Why is this still in here? We still don't know what this fragment's from? Let's go to White's lab. Which one was White's lab? Not the Palm House. Wasn't her lab the Seed House? Yeah, it's Devil's Daughter. We're going to play Devil's Daughter after this one. Oh, wait. You should definitely not play Devil's Daughter before Testament, though. Those two, I think, are tied together. And if you played Testament, you'll know why I think that. But I won't reveal it. Super yeah. They're all tied together. They all tell the story of how Holmes and Watson fall in love. That's right. I forgot about that super stand. We're gonna go to the Seed House, which is right here. Okay, let's go to the Seed House. I think that's where Mary was. Is that where we go now? For the clues? Yep. We're definitely not beating this today. Her work desk.
Here, we are unable...
Is this Mary's work? This is Mary's work. From here we can't see. Let's explore her desk. She's got some gloves.
These leather gloves are new and of good quality. They do not appear to have been used.
Watson kisses Sherlock in his sleep, but at the end of Devil's Daughter, I hear he finally does it when he's awake.
A book about ships.
And it's a cliffhanger.
Nothing at all to do with plants.
It's a cliffhanger at the end. Wait, so Mary has a book about ships?
A book about...
Why?
These leather gloves...
And she's got brand new gloves that she never used. And she's got Albert's homework.
Materials for college study. They belong to Albert.
So Albert was in
place
here.
Serves as Albert's office.
Oh, this is Albert's office. Okay, good to know.
From here, we are unable...
What's this? Montocotyledon, seed coat, radical, hypocotyl, epicotyl, coleopatile, root, first leaf, seed coat. What, are you cold or something? Why you need a coat, seed? Get out of here. Oh, seeds. Yep. Mystified by seeds. Sorry for the spoilers. Open the windows, it's hot in here. They might get married. We don't know. Frogwares stopped making Sherlock's games after Devil's Daughter. They did all they could do. They made 8 games or more. Ah, crap. Where do we go now? Any more clues? It says there are no clues available. Please continue the investigation. Maybe I need to, Okay, White had enough knowledge. No. Oh, we've got a conclusion here. Which one is it? We have one conclusion that Hamish could be guilty. He had the opportunity to steal the Divine Syndicate's plans and stimulate them from his workplace after he had locked Dune in the Colonial Collection room. Which leads us to affect the arrest of Martin Hamish. Really? Do I have to do that? Do I have to arrest all of them and then accuse them later? Sherlock loves Watson and Watson loves Sherlock, but it's not like that. They love each other in both as friends and as lovers, but it's not like that. Okay. I don't want to arrest him. Dune was poisoned. The sect is not involved. I don't think the sect was involved. Hamish had motive. However, White had the knowledge to team up with Hamish. And there was a partial theft. No, this is partial theft. Albert also had the knowledge? Doesn't go with White having the knowledge. I want to do it so it's just White, or White and Albert. Hamish's opportunity doesn't go along. Hamish? What if they all had the knowledge? I don't think we have enough clues. We need to get more clues before we can get another. We might be able to blame the sect. But Hamish's opportunity blocks that. White didn't have the knowledge. Albert didn't have the knowledge. Hamish's opportunity is blocking everything, so that's interesting. So we have to figure out how that goes with the solutions.
Let's go to Scotland Yard.
Okay. Yeah. Alright. You say so, Watson. The police are all up his butt, Olimar's, so that's why Sherlock has basically tricked Scotland Yard into becoming their boss. Right, so Sherlock and Watson love each other, but they won't change like their MySpace status or their Facebook status. That's a good way to explain it. Thanks, Sea Legend. I was having trouble. Sherlock has used his superior mental capacity to become the boss of Scotland Yard without any kind of formal process. We need to arrest Hamish and interrogate him.
Inspector, I believe that Martin Hamish is guilty of the murder of Montague Dunn.
Oh no!
Aha! I knew it. I'll send the lads around to arrest him.
Very good. I shall wait to hear from you.
So it may be a question of who Hamish did it with, or why he did it. Yep, that's true, Sharkballs. I'm the Tom from MySpace. I'm just, I decided to... you gotta do something after you make millions from selling MySpace, so I decided to become a detective and stream video games, show the people how little intelligence they have compared to a great detective such as me. Yep, that's true.
Inspector, I came here as quickly as I could.
Martin Hamish is in the large glass house. There's no need to hurry.
Is he dead? He's dead. I think he's dead. He's gonna be dead. Jess, he loves it. Don't worry about Watson. Boop. He's dead. It's gonna be like in CSI, where they get a suspect and then they show up and he's dead, and that happens every episode. Watson, what's up, buddy? Bury yourself alive. Bury yourself alive. 600 IQ? Nope, 601.
Palm.
The glass house, not the palm house. I was gonna hang out in the palm house for a while, instead of where I'm supposed to go. Where's the glass house? The gloss house. The gloss house? I don't even know what the gloss house means. The water lily house? The nursery? What's the gloss house? I'm lost. You bet Watson would be better at RPS? Yeah, I think probably. Because RTSs are just all about APMs and clicking fast. I'm not good at clicking fast because I'm too busy thinking about why I'm clicking. I'm looking at the meaning behind the click. Well, I have no idea where to go. Move it, Watson. Because he said gloss house. So it means this house? This looks like gloss. Okay, I can deduce where to go. The gloss house, this house. My APM is very low. Because... Oh!
Holmes, my God!
Yes. We found him like that.
Our messing around with the ventilation system didn't go unnoticed.
Look at his silly little
Mr.
tongue
Hamish
hanging out.
realized that we knew.
Inspector, could you arrange the body, please? I should like to examine it.
Hey, Nognix. Do you see his silly little tongue hanging out? The game is afoot. Let's look at his pockets. Let's look at his hand. Let's look at his little shoes. Hello, little shoesy. Examine Martin Hamish's body. Yes, we are doing that. Let's
Holmes,
look at his little foot.
His left shoe is unique. This anomaly is often a characteristic of...
A club foot. Bravo, Watson. That is the key element of this case.
A club foot? The game is afoot. A suicide note. White is the mastermind behind this. Only White would do this. Bing bang is ding ding? Yes, that we will not forget to do that. Watson, make out with the corpse. Life has become a living hell. I find it unbearable. Dune deserved to die, but I cannot forgive myself for having his blood upon my hands. We Amishes seem to have always fallen victim to our circumstance, and I find myself to be no exception. I must atone, and I shall do so here and now. That's not what his voice sounded like. So a suicide note, but it's probably bullshit.
The mark around the neck is very visible. He died instantly.
He could have been passed out, you know, and then hung himself, but he also may have hung... He could have been forced to, you know, someone murdered him, or he could have hung himself because he didn't want to get caught, something like that. Maybe he loved White, I don't know. Love made him kill himself. Okay, we got a bing bing his ding ding. Bing 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 bing. You don't really have a good shot of his ding ding though, Bisk. Oh, well, we didn't check his butt, Strahd. Don't jump to conclusions. I think we're done examining him.
The mark around the neck
is very visible. He died instantly. And he has a club foot, which means he wouldn't be able to move fast enough to turn on all the ventilations because he moves slow. Do I end up solving many cases or do most go cold? Oh wait, in real life? No, I solve every case first try, Dark.
Holmes, don't look at me like that. I don't know what to think about all this.
Yeah, I'm a genius detective in real life. Every case is solved first try. And if I don't, I just, you know, accuse someone on the street. You just yell out random names on the street until someone responds, and then you say, "Come on over here, I gotta talk to you." Slam the cuffs on him, throw him in the back of your van, take him out to the woods, never hear from him again, accuse him. Bada bing, bada boom, case solved. Where are we going? What are we doing? What are we doing here? I was busy thinking about my real job. Mike the Ripper. Yeah, you call everyone the Ripper. That was Mike the Ripper. I buried him out in the woods. Someone gave him a poisonous caterpillar sport? Yeah, possibly. Well, what were we supposed to do? Talk to Lestrade.
Holmes, don't look at me like that.
Clues.
Don't know what to think about all this.
Clues. B. Hamish's confession and a club foot. This is what... Martin Hamish was unable to run due to the tibial torsion on his clubfoot. Therefore, we should find out if he had sufficient time to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room and activate the ventilation system. Did he have an accomplice? Abso-freaking-lutely. Discuss with Lestrade the possible impact of new clues. Abso-freaking-lutely, and it was White. It could have been all of them. It actually could have been everybody. Though I don't think Albert wanted to kill his dad.
Something about this
They all had
rings
motive.
very oddly.
Why do you say that, Mr. Holmes?
Why? Because of Mr. Hamish's club foot. Oh, I deserve to be kicked from here to Charing Cross. I should have noticed it.
But, Mr. Holmes, I can't see why.
No, I don't suppose you do. You must recall that Mr. Dunn was locked inside the Colonial Collection Room by the murderer. If it was Mr. Hamish, He would have had to run up to his workplace to trigger the fan situated above it, taking into consideration the condition of his foot.
Well, it is still possible.
Unlikely, Inspector.
Perhaps, but it is rather strange that such a person as Mr. Hamish decided to base his plan on the speed of his gait.
You mean to say that somebody helped him?
Yes, of course.
So the suicide is questionable.
Very much so.
Correct. Mr. Hamish accuses only himself in his letter, and so the investigation stops.
Possibly an accomplice, then? That idea had not occurred to me, Mr. Holmes.
I have another idea, Inspector. Thanks to the testimony that we have collected, we are able to rebuild the events as they took place that day.
Dress Watson up as a prostitute.
Timeline, such as we did in the Jack the Ripper case.
Yes.
Precisely.
Dress Watson up as a prostitute.
The map at the entrance of Kew Gardens should help us with our timeline.
Let us analyze the facts and statements so that we may recreate the events of that morning.
I did not hear about that, Dark. Serial killers are very disturbing to me. Very scary. That sounds like an interesting case, though maybe a case I would like to take. Skeletal remains in potted plants. Yeah, serial killers are crazy. Okay, now we need to make a timeline of who was where at what time. Martin Hamish and Montague Dooney went to meet Albert in the Seed House around 9:30. Martin Hamish, Montague Dooney. Yes, okay, okay, it's just gonna put it there on its own. Oh, no. Okay. Montague Dooney's it was around 20 minutes to 10 when Hamish and Montague Dooney went out to the backyard. It was 20 minutes to 10 when Hamish and Dooney went out to the backyard. 20 minutes to 10. 20 minutes to 10. Okay. Can I put this? Okay. After 10 minutes, okay, that would be at 10 minutes to 10. Wait, this is 9:40. My bad. My bad. After 10 minutes, Dooney commenced his inspection and entered the dry tropics room. Okay, that would be here. Hamish returned to the Seed House at the same time. Okay, perfect. Right. See, serial killers are weird. It also is because I always solve cases first try. I don't have to deal with them. Others do. Weaker detectives have to deal with them. Oh, that's gross, Dark. Martin Hamish had a conversation with Miss White at 10 o'clock. Okay. Booyah. Miss White was in the library until 10:40 when she saw Hamish and Albert in the water lily greenhouse and joined him there. Okay. Montague Dooney is poisoned around 10:30. Okay. They make this a bit easy, but that's fine. Albert was in the Seed House the entire morning. Really? He observed Hamish returning from visiting Miss White at 10 minutes past 10. 10 minutes past 10. Booyah. And Martin Hamish returned at 10 minutes past 10. Play events. Yep. He talks to him, they hang out, they meet up, they go over here, he goes back, Hamish goes back to hang out with Mrs. White. Okay, he goes over here, he's in there, he's dead. Boom, bada bing, bada boom, dead.
Let us summarize. Montague Dunn was poisoned inside the Colonial Collection Room. He forced open the door, which means that someone locked him inside there at 10:20. Martin Hamish was last seen at 10:10. This means that he has approximately 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room. Given that he was club-footed, it is doubtful. Albert also has 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room, which is quite enough time. Miss White was last seen at 10 o'clock, which means that she had approximately 20 minutes to lock the door. More than enough time.
Oh, jeez. Miss White.
Perfect.
Had plenty of time.
Now, let us ascertain who assisted Martin Hamish in killing Montague Dunn.
Miss White. Tropical Juggle, thank you for the host. How's it going? Good point, Infinity. They do have detective power rankings, and I have been number 1 for the past 20 years. Since I was 3. Ooh, Takaji, got them Doritos? What flavor? Bada bing, bada boom, bada dead, bada solved, Goomba. Exactly. What flavor, Takanji? Don't leave us hanging. I can't resume the game until you tell us what freaking flavor you had, buddy. Hamishes and White. White had time. White's not involved. No, White definitely had time. White has to be involved. We don't know how she got money. Albert and Hamish. Unless there was a clue I missed. Albert's not involved. Albert also had time, though. The sect scheme. The sect is not involved. The sect has nothing to do with any of this. It was all three of them. Hamish is guilty, which takes us to nothing else because I screwed something up. White. Oh, so it's either Albert or White? Well, I don't think it's Albert. I think it's White. White is an accomplice. Margaret White was Martin Hamish's accomplice in killing Montucci Dooney. Her professional ambition and personal situation have been damaged by the breakup with Dooney. We should condemn her or absolve her. I mean, Dooney was kind of a jerk. White is kind of... What? Nacho flavor? Oh. Well, that's what you like. That's okay. But what about the sweet, hot, whatever, that flavor? Yeah, Jess. I know. Takanja, plain? Plain Takanja? Please tell me you dip your Doritos in something, or you pour something on them, or you're making nachos out of them. Sai, thanks for the host. How's it going? The real question, I do think that this is the answer. But the real question is, should we absolve her? Because Dune was kind of a jerk. She's kind of a Sherlock-style character, like me. She did a very complex thing to get what she wanted. Does she deserve to be absolved? Because Dune cast her aside. I think we would absolve her. What other possibilities do we have, though? We also have, White had the knowledge to stimulate the plants. Wait, why was her... Oh, because she needed to work with, what's-his-face. Okay. The sect? Something with the sect? How do we get the sect, answer? White is not involved. Albert is not in... Albert had time. Albert in the sect? Sect scheme. Can we get an Albert? Albert did it? Albert's not involved. Albert did it? I don't know how to get the sect here. The sect stole everything and murdered Dune. The sect left the plants in order to murder Dune, but Hamish had the opportunity. Albert is not involved. White is not involved. White does not have the knowledge. That still doesn't give us the sect answer. Albert had lack of experience. This doesn't go with that. Okay, the sect stole all but the deadly plants. Whatever. Let's go to the conclusions. I want to see if this is right. I think this is it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'm absolving Mrs. White. I'm absolving her, because Dune is a donghead. Please be a dipper. Please, Takagi. Takagi is leaving us hanging. Please tell me you dip them in Nutella. Okay. I feel like this... I think this is right. If I'm wrong, then... I may have detect failed, or Watson got in my head, maybe. Hey, Jinkinator. Well, it's not because she's a woman, it's because Dune was a jerk.
But
and
Holmes...
and she was more like a Holmes.
We'll find Miss White here.
It is obvious, Watson. Just use your brain.
I am using it. I do use it.
Now that the rope has
Watson getting
tightened around
defensive.
Martin Hamish, Miss White
I am
must
using
act
it.
to
I do
erase
use
all
it.
traces of her implication. After the suicide of her accomplice, there is one final trace remaining: the deadly plants of the Divine Syndicate. She will be there.
She's gonna be
Very
there
good.
smoking the oaks.
Shall we go?
Just one moment. Now listen to me, Watson. I shall see her alone. You will conceal yourself behind her, quietly.
Whatever are you planning?
Nothing spectacular. The impulses of women have always been a mystery to me. But she is a bold one, and so we must be cautious.
All right. You can count on me, Holmes.
I do use it. Oh, you dip them in mustard. Good, Takanja. Phew. Good.
Mr. Holmes, good day to you.
You do not seem surprised, Miss White.
Excellent work with the
Well,
murder.
I was expecting you.
Not for too long, I believe. So please tell me, as it is still unclear, who planned the murder? Was it you?
You were wrong, Mr. Holmes.
It was Martin Hamish, then. You managed to convince him to take on a more prominent role.
You could not be further from the truth.
See, she's so
You
smart.
think that you can fool me?
You don't care what I think.
She's smarter than
I am
Sherlock.
not blaming you, Miss White. You are a young and brilliant woman, trapped in a dull and hostile world. Life has never been easy. Men, in particular.
You... It is hopeless.
She's out Sherlocking Sherlock.
Indeed. Well, it may be true that I cannot yet change the world, but I can spare your life.
My life. There is nothing left to save. I have lost everything. Do you hear me? Everything! And you were just like all the others. You would abuse and take advantage of a vulnerable woman.
I hardly think so. Now just listen.
Watson.
I've tried.
You creeper.
So hard. But I have had enough.
Miss White, no!
The poison! Watson's gotta shoot it out of her hand. Oh, these parts are great. He's gonna shoot it out of her hand. Oh, shit! QTE. Whoops. A little slow. A little slow. Okay. They really gotta, like, warn you. QTE is coming. Put your hand on the keyboard.
This is
I was scratching my butt.
Are you able to do anything?
I'm afraid
Oh,
not.
I'm able to do something.
The poison has been fulgurating. Her heart stopped instantly, poor child.
You got the good ending. Okay, I don't want to look at this yet. I don't want to look at that yet. We got to replay and try to save her. I don't want to know if I'm right yet. For some reason, I keep going back to the idea that it was Hamish and Albert. But how did White get money? And White? Maybe? It still could have been Albert and Hamish. I didn't really look at my clues like I should have. Oh, hi, Sherlock. I didn't really look at my clues like I should have. Right, see, this is the problem. We need high APM for that, and I only have about 3. Let's absolve her. This is why I can't beat Command and Conquer. Well, I beat 5 missions yesterday, so we might be able to beat Command and Conquer Red Alert 2. We're going to give it a shot. I'm going to put my hand on my keyboard instead of on my butt, like where it was. No, I don't think she's innocent, Strahd.
But Holmes...
I think she's a manipulator. I think she may have manipulated Albert and Hamish into doing it because she's very smart. She's like a Sherlock.
Miss...
Okay, skip through all this. I thought Watson was gonna shoot it out of her hand. Step forward. Oh, wait.
I beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
I'll do it. I'll drink it. Shoot it out of her hand. QTE. Just gotta press
Please
W.
remain calm. We can help you.
Yeah, we're up from 1.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
Don't screw this up, Watson. Watson accidentally drinks it.
Stop this foolishness. You cannot truly want to die.
No,
what do I do?
It's too late.
And go, Watson, go! Shoot it! Wait, great, yeah. Damn it, Watson, we had no time! CNC today.
This...
A cynic, tonight, unlikely a cynic since I'm streaming tomorrow morning as well. But I'll see how I feel. It's unlikely. Most likely the next Command & Conquer will be tomorrow evening. I didn't have much time there. Okay, one more try. Okay. APM very low. Only 3 or 4, whatever it is. A lonely carriage ride where Watson leans in for the kiss. Wait, he thought Sherlock was asleep. Sherlock's like, no, I'm awake. What are you doing? I'm awake. Toby would have been able to save her, but not Watson.
But Holmes...
Okay, skip through all this and get ready to hit W. Because we love Watson, Jess! We love him. Maybe bio balls, yeah. No, don't do it. Don't drink it. I'll drink it! I'm gonna drink it!
I beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
Just drink it. What's stopping you from drinking it?
Please remain calm. We can help you.
Yeah, the Watson feelings are complicated.
Further.
Very complicated.
Don't try to stop me.
Okay.
Stop stop
What
this
if I just
foolishness.
click like crazy?
You cannot truly want to die.
I want to get the ending
No,
where Watson
it's
accidentally
too late.
drinks it. Like it goes into his mouth. Get it? Slap! Smack. Good job, Watson.
Well done, Watson. She was not faking.
Miss White,
Toby should
you
have done it.
No right to take your own life.
Dr. Watson? Did
Hi, Ion.
you just save me? Or worse?
No, better, and we're letting you go. You want to join our crew? This is wrong, right? Oh, I was right. Oh, well, it was kind of an easy case then. It was just a long case. But it was an easy case. I guess I'm good. Okay, it's a lot loud guitar. Stop. Shh. Okay, this is loud. I had to take this out of my ears. Should we try to accuse Albert? I think we should. I think we should try to accuse Albert, because it could be funny. Because he seems like a shaky character. Let's see what happens if we accuse Albert. I don't know how to accuse the sect. And we get to see the slap again. Pew! Watson's good at... Watson has a quick slap. So we were right. It was just a long case, but it was easy. Hey, Brendanius. Long case, more like Long Johnson. Okay, White did not have time. Albert... Oh, Hamish did it alone. So we can do that one as well. Okay. But that's probably not that interesting of an ending. Albert had time. Albert is an accomplice. What about this? What if I add the sect things? No. It doesn't seem like you can blame the sect. Because whenever you have all these selected that the sect did it, it puts the red here that Hamish having the opportunity gets blocked by the Hamish thing. So maybe you can't blame the sect. I'm not sure why you get the choice if you can't blame them. Maybe it's just there to screw with you. Alright, let's blame Albert. I want to see this ending. We could accuse just Hamish, but it'll probably just be Sherlock going like Hamish did at the end. And we'll condemn him. Definitely condemn Albert. Oh yeah, Mystery Mummy's free, Janley. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. It's more of a Myst style game. It's not like this. It's a first-person Myst style game. Sounds good, Genley. Those games go on sale a lot too. I think Silver...
What happened, Inspector?
Oh, sorry.
It's all over now, lad. There is no use denying it.
Sorry, innocent
We
guy.
know that you
It's
murdered
all
your
over.
father. Patricide by plant poisoning. Very alliterative.
What? You're mad. I didn't do it. I don't know anything about botany.
Oh, do you?
No!
Too bad. You're going to jail forever. Oh, that's it. Sometimes the endings are not as cool as you want them to be. Yeah, the Silver Earring might be like the sleeper best Sherlock game that Frogwares made. The sleeper best one. You'll see when you play it. I had a little ADHD when we played that. I might want to play that again someday to truly enjoy it. It has a really long ending. It's a complex case. Alright, so we just have to go back to... I guess we could do the Hamish one. Hamish by himself. Just see what it was. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Albert did not have time. We could just see the ending. Might as well. Hamish did it alone, and I will get the credit for it. Mummy is free? I think on Steam, actually. Cold ass! Thank you for that sub. It does, Goomba. It does. It does tell you if you were right. If you press spacebar, if it's green, you're right. If it's red, you're wrong. So it does tell you. But you don't have to press that. You don't have to find out.
Inspector, the case
Thank you,
can
Cold
be
Ass, for that
closed.
sub. Anime does
Martin
roll.
Hamish operated alone.
Thank you very much.
He was meticulous in his planning, down to the smallest detail. And yet, we arrived at the truth.
Well, I must thank you once again, Mr. Holmes. Without you, it would not have been possible.
Without me, you would have escaped all the criticism and blame that no doubt you will be subjected to.
I know, Mr. Holmes, that you did what was needed
To solve a case once again. I thank you for your discretion, Lestrade.
Haha. I mean, I appreciate using my affiliate code on GOG and everything, but the easiest way to get the Sherlock games is probably in a bundle on a Steam sale. I think that's the cheapest that I've seen them. Like when there's a big Steam sale, then you get the bundle. Except Crime and Punishments and Devil's Daughter don't tend to be in that. So if you see those on sale separately, that's a good time to get those. Okay, well, I don't know how to blame the sect, so I thought that this was going to be a harder case to solve, but what do you know? I'm the genius detective I thought I was. Should we condemn her instead? I don't think so. I think we should resolve her ass. We have to do this part again. Yeah, Solimars, that's what's so scary about solving crimes back then. You could get some Sherlock-style guy who just says something and the police are like, alright, I want to go home and have an opium.
Holmes...
That's the answer. Arrest the guy. There must have been so many innocent people in jail. But if you see a sale on GOG, I mean, I don't know if they have the bundle on GOG, but they might. For the Sherlock games. They don't have every one of them on GOG, though.
I beg you not to do this,
one of them
Miss
missing,
White.
something like that?
Don't come any closer.
I'm not sure. I forget. She's a murderer,
Please
but Dune is not.
We can
Dune
help
is
you.
Dune is a normie.
Not one step further.
We
Don't try to stop
If you
me.
murder a normie and you're a brainiac like Sherlock or White,
Stop
it's okay.
this foolishness.
It's an okay murder.
You cannot truly want to die.
Hey, BDR.
No, it's too late.
Who murdered the guy with the harpoon? It was slap. It was a sailor.
Well done, Watson.
It was a sailor.
She was not faking.
Miss White, you have no right to take your own life.
Dr. What?
It was a sailor that found out about the money that the guy had. BDR. Alright, we win. Hey, Neacan. On one hand, take a shit on it. On the other hand, no shit, Sherlock. Yes. I know you're conflicted, Neacan. I need you to work through that on your own, Neacan. We're a hidden Samaritan. Nobody saved her. Because I'm the only true Sherlock. Well, I'm one of the 24% of the true Sherlock players. What are the 3 games you play, Stridia? Half Moon Walk. It should have showed like what we do with her.
Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson.
Best case.
We have. Where to?
To the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
No, and you're going to eat it.
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Sounds disgusting, Holmes.
Danny,
Hedgehog goulash.
That sounds
Street
good.
turnips in homemade juice.
Yeah.
And it goes on.
I
Homemade
can
juice
hear them
for
on
you,
the
Watson.
stairs now.
Oh, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
We're going.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
And you're going to eat the homemade juice, Watson.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes.
Oh.
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes is my brother, Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men.
What?
You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, because I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Don't worry, lad.
Holmes, we have to help him.
Well, and forget about the dinner. Wiggins, I'll take the case.
Of course.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Back to Whitechapel.
Very well.
Even if your brother's innocent, we're going to save him. 3D Carrot, thank you very much for the hundo bits. Okay, guys. Final case of the game, I think. Too bad we're not going to get in on that homemade juice. Let's see. Know what I think we should do? I think we should... I'm not going to be able to finish this today. I don't think. So maybe we should just save the rest for tomorrow. Toby, hello. Hi, Toby. Pet Toby. Oh, Danny. That's not what I meant to do. Maybe we should save the rest for tomorrow.
Hello, Toby. All you need now is a shawl and a mop cap, and you could be Mrs. Hudson's younger sister.
I just got an achievement called Dog Fancier. I think we'll save this and finish this tomorrow. Finish this puppy off tomorrow. Everybody. Okay. Detective hat off. Hair fixed. I'm gonna part my hair. Game exit. Case solved. Clowns up. Song on. Thank you for enjoying the detective work that I was doing today, everybody. Appreciate your support, supporting the channel as always.
Great.
Enthusiasm! Sub. Thank you, Enthusiasm. Happy Sunday. Thank you very much. We'll finish this tomorrow. We're out about 9:30 a.m., 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Start a new game after this. Play Devil's Daughter, start Dracula. Play some weird adventure game. In the evenings during the week, we'll try to finish Red Alert 2. Soviet. Faction. I will continue to be a great detective on the top of the leaderboards IRL. Thank you guys. You guys have a good one as well. Let's find someone to raid. If you want to learn how to get hair like this, PM me or, on Twitter. Oh, if you want to get notifications for the stream, follow the stream. You can also follow me on Twitter, join my Discord, or join the Steam group in which I send out notifications. Thank you very much. Jeray, thank you for those 100 bits. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye, Ariato Man. Okay, we're gonna host up. Who is deserving? I kind of feel like... Let's see. Who is deserving of a detective's host? I kind of feel like rating up some Ends playing Tangle Deep. Go check out Ends. He's a good streamer. Funny guy. Goodbye, everyone. Until next time. I don't think there's going to be a stream this evening, but there will most likely be a stream tomorrow evening, 9 p.m., and tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. on the 9s. Retrograde Tom on the 9s. Thanks, everybody. See you later.